And we're in. How it do, how it be, how it is. Everybody welcome in and welcome back. It is Tuesday, which means Anarchy! The Fall of Hightower. Woo. Very excited, but first and foremost, we have a Discord where you can see some visual aids that we'll use on season, and as well as a fantastic community that is both chaotic as it is wholesome. I'm sorry, I'm a little nasally today, bear with me. I'm getting over a bit of a sickness. There is a YouTube. And on that YouTube, you can find all the edited uploads of the various episodes of the various seasons, of the various campaigns, of which there are many. There are 3 currently once we go in season, and as well as these 2 summer seasons that we got going on Tuesdays and Thursdays will be edited and uploaded as well. That's it for me. Our profound, our illustrious, our esteemed, our terrifying Dungeon Master, Ben Brainard. Take it away.
Hello, hi, thank you all for joining us. I'm so excited for you guys to see what I have in store today, because I am also excited to see what I have in store for us today. We'll do a little bit of a recap. Last episode, they made it into a weird pocket dimension inside of the woods, and there was pleasantness and joy and happiness all abound. And they talked to some people, and the people talked to them, and they met an old woman, and the old woman spoke in riddles. It was a lot of fun for me to come up with as it was happening. And then, as they were handed some food, and they were sent about their way, but little did they know, when you leave that weird pocket dimension in the woods, you are sent to the place you are needed the most, or the place you want to go the most. And therefore, they are all now in the places they wanted to be the most. Which means Barca and Jovanna are near a shrine in the Aberrant Peaks, a shrine to Alligator, the god of altruism. We have Mazie in a cave, who just before the last episode found someone she recognized from her past. So now she's in a cave with some people that recognize her, and she recognizes a couple of them. Kai, or Kailie, I forget which one you ended on.
Hi.
Kai is on a cliff with his old friend Nora, and they are just a hoot and a half to be around. And Lekyre, who so desired to be alone, is now hiding in the upstairs bedroom in Barca's house on the edge of town. We have a lot of stuff to get to. It's going to be a fun, crazy, chaotic episode, and I cannot wait to get started because I am going to figure it all out as we go. There are some notes, but whose notes are real? We'll find out. Before we jump in, let's meet our wonderful cast. We'll toss it back to you, Feff.
All right, hi, hello. I am Sir Feffers, the humble dungeon master of the Long Shot Table. In between seasons, during the summer, I hand off. Oh, we lost somebody, and they're back. In between seasons, I hand off the DM reins to other people so that I can kind of recoup and get all my ducks in order and stuff like that. I prefer long form content, so as much as I do make TikToks and reels and the things, I am very much for the past coming up on 5 years now in October, just been here, just been grinding away telling stories. So yeah, hit up that YouTube. I'm playing Lekyre. Ben very nonchalantly was like, if Lekyre could be anywhere right now, where would he be? And I was like, well, he would be hidden away somewhere in like a nobleman's house or something like that, where no one knew where he was, and he would be living in luxury, just safe and tucked away under a false name, and that kind of bit me in the butt because now I'm freaking out. Yeah, Lekyre's having a time. Lekyre was also challenged on his ideals and just kind of Lego Batman noped away from it.
People can be happy.
Yeah, like it is. That's kind of it for me. Let me throw it over to Mr. Kurtwise.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Kurtwise. You can find me all over the internet by that name. I also stream here on Twitch and do a bunch of gaming and nerdy stuff. I am playing Kai, the sorcerer changeling, who has Good. You had an interesting couple of days here. It was one day. Felt like a long time, but there's a lot of voices in their head. But now it's quiet, and they're with their friend, and it's going well for Kai right now. But there's time in the session yet. And I will throw it over to Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm GameRaterGirl from where you can find me. My pronouns are she, her. I am playing Jovanna, and Jovanna is stressed. Jovanna is stressed and doesn't quite understand where everybody else is yet. They're glad that they have their pseudo sibling in Barca, but also kind of concerned that they have their pseudo sibling. So we'll see. It'll be great. It'll be real fun. And speaking of which, I'm going to pass it over to Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason from Critical Dice. You can find me on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok at Critical Dice. Very good. All right. Don't forget, we have a game at Gen Con. Just go to Gen Con's website and search Critical Dice. You'll find it. It's on Thursday. It's the first thing in the con, so be there or don't. And today I'm playing Barca, a human fighter who is not a cop, a sometimes sibling to Jovanna, conscious to Lekyre, secret friends with Mazie, and I don't know what to think of Kai yet. And I'm with surrogate younger sister Jovanna, just hoping to figure out what the heck's going on and why all these people at this temple are so rude. I will toss it. Mazie, have we gone with you yet?
No.
Mazie!
Hello, I'm Kiki. I do stuff. You can find me at KikiDoesStuff on almost every platform. I play Mazie, who is a little monk bat folk, and she is just so happy because she is now with all of her old friends, and she gets to tell them all about her new friends, which is so exciting. But she has to introduce them to obviously her best friend, which is Barca, who gave me this friendship bracelet, and Lekyre, who taught me magic tricks. But I just need to find them first. We're all playing hide and seek, and it's very fun. And I'll throw it back to Ben.
And that's the squad. So without further ado, let's jump in. We will start with you, Kai. So last we left off, you materialized on the edge of a cliff. You found your old friend Nora, a mountain dwarf that lives presumably in the Aberrant Peaks area. Your goal was to get to the next target, deliver the next scroll, and there you go. You're up right next to Nora. So you guys sat down on the cliff and had a little chat.
Oh my god. Like, I cannot tell you how much better I feel just to get that off my chest and have someone who really you're a really good listener. That's one of my favorite things about you.
Stop
Nora.
it. You stop it right now, Kai.
I will
Oh my
not.
god.
I will not.
You're a good talker. So you need to have a good talker if you're gonna be a good listener. Can't be a good listener if no one's talking.
That's true. That's very true.
Mm-hmm. So where have you been? What's been going on? Why are you here out of the nowhere all of a sudden?
Well, so I have this thing for you, but I don't think I actually have the thing.
Oh my god, you got me something?
Well,
I didn't get you nothing.
It's okay. I like totally dropped in on you out of the blue there. So like you're totally fine. It's honestly like a little bit rude of me just to like materialize here in front of you and not give you any kind of heads up. And I really apologize about that. I didn't really know what was gonna happen. But
You never gotta apologize for being you, Kai. You know that, okay? We go way back, so you never gotta do that around me. Now,
So-
if you had the thing that you got for me, where would you have put it?
Well, probably like in my backpack.
So look in your
But-
backpack, you big dingus.
Oh, okay.
It's in there.
It is.
Backpack of requirement.
Weird how
Excellent.
you guys all left to the place where you needed to be or wanted to go.
Oh, that's super weird, but like, I mean, not totally that weird compared to the other things we saw today.
Yeah, I mean, based on what you told me already, it's been a weird day, but give me what you got. Let me see
So,
it.
like, okay, like this is what I was telling you about with the whole like rebellion coming back thing and the little like traitor from the Hightower coming out. And
Yeah.
like us, my friends that I met that are not here right now, trying to put this rebellion together, and like it turns out they were already together, but like I just figured if I'm gonna do this, like I gotta have my bestie, right?
You little, oh my goodness. Give me the thing. I'm gonna read this and we're gonna, friend, bestie, we're gonna end a Hightower. We're gonna start a rebellion. How about that?
How
We're gonna
about
start a
that?
rebellion.
Yeah. We're gonna end the Hightower.
And she opens the scroll. Did you make this?
No.
She turns it around, and if you've seen any of the other scrolls, all the other scrolls are written in like perfect, like technical academia report style stuff. This one looks like a serial killer wrote a note with cutout pieces of magazine. And just like in very scrabbled, glued on letters, it just says "The Life Eater, please call me" at the top.
Gotta be honest, didn't really look at that before I gave it to you. But like,
Okay.
the other ones have been totally legit.
Oh, okay. And she goes back to reading it and just having a hard time. Like, letters are just glued on. It almost looks like it's not even the correct language at some points. And towards the end of it, she goes, it says, okay, it says, if we want to talk to him, we gotta say his name 3 times.
Well, what's his name?
Beeblebrox.
Beeble box?
It doesn't. Well, it looks like there's an I. He put an I there. I mean, the whole thing is like, if you want some nice powers, you gotta call on my name. But if you want to call on my name, there's my name. So it's like, I mean, you know, I've always wanted to be able to do that spell fun stuff that you can do, and it's a very
Well-
thoughtful gift.
Yeah, like that's why I thought of you.
You got me a whole patron. That's so kind of you.
Yeah. Well, should we like? Do you want to call him right now?
Well, I don't see why we'd wait. Beeblebrox, Beeblebrox, Beeblebrox. Everything kind of goes silent for a second, and there's a big rush of wind, seemingly from every direction, and floating out over the cliff's edge starts forming this. It kind of looks like a man that's man from the top, from like the waist up, and then it's cloud from the waist down. He has 2 heads. And he's not... He looks like a friend who's kind of looking for someone else to walk in the room. Like, he's not there, you know? But he's there. And as soon as he appears, Kai, the screaming starts in your head. Very loud, very high-pitched. And I'm going to need a wisdom save from you.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's not my best roll. Oh no, that's a natural one.
Okay, so you're going to take 9 psychic damage.
Cool.
And you're going to fall prone. And now, we're going to jump to Barca and Jovanna. You guys, at the end of last episode, you talked to those quote-unquote worshippers outside the shrine to Ialgator, the god of altruism, and you walk inside. What you guys see is an immaculate shrine. Marble flooring, everything's covered in like gold. The walls are lined with polished mirrors. There's 4 massive support columns holding this up, and they're like jewel encrusted cinder block almost. Like even the primitive thing that they needed to use to hold the weight of the shrine, they've covered in money, for lack of a better term. There's no pews. The pews instead of having long benches, all the pews are just rows of ornate thrones, all individual seats for the people. At the far end, right in the middle, there's a massive statue to Ialgator, but it's not in the shape of a humanoid or any creature. It's mostly just like a pile of different types of money. And then in the corner, in the far corner to the right of that statue, is just a pile of jewels and gold. From the ceiling, there's really tall arch ceilings, and there's just diamond encrusted chandeliers hanging all the way down from the ceilings, like 5 or 6 of them straight down the line all the way to the shrine. And as you walk in,
I think
one of the worshippers just goes, "Just don't touch anything."
As I'm kind of looking around, just like leaning over to Joe, like, I'm so glad Lekyre isn't here. I hope he's okay and not touching things he shouldn't touch.
Touching
2,
your stuff.
I can feel things, man. What was this guy the god of again?
Oh, this god for this soul?
Yeah.
Ego.
Oh, okay. I thought it was avarice for a second. Okay.
I thought you were gonna criticize their interior decorating skills.
I mean, listen, I don't know what art is, but I know it when I see it, I guess. I don't know. This is just a lot. This is a lot.
Yeah.
So, this is the guy you worship? Or what are we doing here, Joe?
No. Not really. I don't necessarily worship this one. But
Are we picking up money for pancakes, or?
The god I do worship works under this god. Does that make sense?
Oh, right. So this is like when we met the people in Two Rivers for Lekyre. This is your version of that?
Yes.
Got
Yes.
Okay.
Why are you here with me?
Why are we anywhere? Like, where's everybody else?
I don't know. I'm just confused why you specifically came with me.
I got nothing.
Hmm.
Maybe the forest decided you needed help, or someone to watch over you, or
That doesn't sound right.
have you been bad? Is this a punishment?
Ugh.
Have I been bad? Is this a punishment? No, I think you've been bad.
No. It's got to be you. It's not me.
Time will tell. So, are we taking stuff, or do we need to sacrifice somebody? I haven't
Maybe
been.
that's why you're here. Maybe you're the sacrifice.
Cool. Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah, I haven't been to one of these in a long time, so I'm gonna follow your lead for tentatively here.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk to the front, like where this makeshift altar is.
Yeah, so I mean, you see the makeshift altar. There is a spot on that. Most of the altar looks dusty. Like they do not really approach the altar. But there is a spot right front center where there's a spot that is not dusty, and it's like a perfect like square, almost as if someone was here fairly recently, put a cushion down to kneel before the altar.
I am not so bougie as to carry a prayer pillow with me, so she's going to take a knee at that spot. She won't fully kneel down on both knees, but more of like a knight's stance. And
I'm gonna be like head on a swivel while she's doing this, while she's occupied.
Sure. You do notice that many of the thrones nearby have what look like they should be worship pillows on them to sit on. But other than that,
are they like crushed velvet, like kind of gold thread?
Oh yeah.
This is
actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check, and this will just be your standing perception for.
Is this for everybody, for both me and her?
This is just you. She is kneeling at a throne.
Oh, good. Okay. 21.
21. Okay. All right, Jovanna, are you saying anything, or are you just taking it?
She's going to take a deep breath. She'll call out first, kind of in her mind, and think towards this deity, but isn't necessarily calling out for him quite yet. She wants to see if he'll answer just mentally. And if no response, then she will actually verbally call upon him.
Okay, there is no response to mental.
Okay, then she will, still holding that kneeling position, in that knight's pose, will call on him. And I think that she'll just say, one of your servants requests your eye, just your attention.
You hear in your head, Barca, you do not hear this. Although you notice there is the chandeliers hanging from the roof, they do jingle, they vibrate. Jovanna, you hear, there is no room in my number for those who sit upon a fence.
Then I wish to request aid in choosing a side.
Okay, roll. You can choose to fail this if you wish, but roll me a strength check as you feel your body start bowing down farther, and the knee that is not on the ground starts moving towards the ground.
I think at first she hesitates just because of the suddenness, and she doesn't like the idea of somebody else having control. You could see a look of panic on her face, and then
you do notice it is not a very strong, like, you are not being forced, it's more so coaxed.
Yeah. I think a look of panic and indecisiveness before resolve, and lets it happen.
Okay, so you drop down to both knees and fall in a bowing prone position. And when you look up again, you're no longer in the shrine. It's all... Barca, she's still there. But you, Jovanna, do not see the shrine. It's all just kind of like white emptiness. And before you stands the humanoid figure of Gator. And he says, "You ask for guidance, and I give you guidance, but you're no child of mine. A grandchild, perhaps?"
I am a grandchild, if that is how you phrase it.
Everyone is something to someone.
Then I believe I would be grandchild as I look to Ilmater.
Ah, yes. Well, then let me show you a shrine you may be more comfortable with. And kind of the world around you starts to fade and color starts to come back in. And we will pick up with you right after we pop on over to Lekyre. I said all of that in the voice, didn't I?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, you knew what was happening.
It was still terrifying. It's fine.
We don't hate it.
It worked well.
Okay.
Lekyre, I believe the last thing that we left off with you is you were trying to look for Barca's clothes.
Yes, I gotta look the part.
And I was trying to remember how many traps I set before I left the house. No, I'm kidding.
I think my paranoia is gonna kick in though, and kind of win. And I would like to just climb the wall and get up into the rafters of this building and just get up Grinch style in one corner of the room and just and just wait to see if anything happens, and just, you know, because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if anyone's home. It doesn't seem like anyone's home, but there might be someone home. There might be someone home.
Roll
soon.
a perception check, I believe, and it was a pretty high one. And I believe what I told you is that you can't sense the presence of anybody else in this house, whether by like any sensory way.
All right. Clothes. I will go to a cupboard or a closet of a kind, and just kind of learn about or and just kind of make an outfit and put on some clothes and kind of dress myself up.
Barca, what kind of clothes is he finding in your closet?
You're gonna find I'm gonna say 5 sets of clothes. 2 of them are like everyday, kind of like, you know, just normal civvies, and then 3 full City Watch uniforms.
Black t-shirt, khaki pants, City Watch.
Yes.
He's a cartoon character.
Yeah, it's more like black t-shirt, gray jeans, jeans.
I'll throw on the gray jeans and the black t-shirt and look at the City Watch outfit. Hang on, I can get kind of close. I can get kind of close.
A nice collection of hats. There we go. That's it. There we go.
All right.
If you
Barca mode activated.
Feff, if you look at the rough sketch map that I sent you, the square on the left, that's the upstairs. That's where you're gonna be right now. The square on the right is gonna be the downstairs area. Any of those where it's like 3 lines, that's a window.
Okay, yeah.
And then anything that's 2 lines and it has like the dashes, that's a door.
Right, makes good sense. That was my next follow-up, is I'm going to look out one of the nearby southern windows and just kind of try to figure out where I am. My follow-up thoughts are, what if I'm not even on the material plane? What if, this is some kind of super fucked vision or something that I'm trapped in? I don't know.
So what you see, and you can look along on this, the middle section of the map. Those 2 things, by the way, the middle section is not directly connected to that top section. So
Right.
the front door, the southern door on the bottom floor, is also you can see the door in that middle section at the top. So that's the same. So when you look out the window, you see kind of just woods. It's like as you're looking south, as you're looking that direction, you can see the woods are starting to like thin more, and off in the distance, like right before the horizon, you can kind of see some of the taller buildings of the city a little bit ways off.
Of the capital.
There's that main road out of the city that's kind of like leads right up to the front of the house, and that small little footpath, but it's mostly just woods that are getting thicker as they get closer to the house.
Okay. I'll look at the back window. More
back
woods?
Window, woods getting thicker and thicker, places getting darker and darker, and then towards the horizon, you start to see the foothills of the aberrant peaks begin as those mountains rise up into the sky, blotting out the horizon.
Okay. Lekyre's gonna pause for a long minute, and then go down the stairs. And then nothing happens to me while I'm going down the stairs. I'll cross across the table and make sure the door's locked. Make sure the windows are locked. And just kind of... At first, it's going to be very much the desire to just hide under the bed forever until something happens.
Like a stray cat.
Yeah. That's Lekyre, actually. That's a good way to do it. That's a good way to say it. He's just a stray.
Thomas O'Malley.
Eventually, I'll see if there's any food. And feel free to stop me at any.
Would have some.
Yeah, I'll replenish my rations, and after I eat a bit, and just kind of continue to look around.
You hear eventually, after probably like 10 minutes or so after you've looked out the window,
Okay.
you hear voices off in the distance towards the direction of the main road leading to the city.
Okay, I will do one of those like out the window,
Okay.
like real peek.
Yeah, give me a perception check there.
Oh, that's pretty good. Dirty 20.
30-20. Okay, yeah. Off in the distance, kind of like just coming into to view over the horizon, coming towards the house from the city. There's 4, maybe 5 people walking your way, kind of talking to themselves loudly. They're a little too far away to make out the words they're saying.
Okay.
But they also the manner in which they're walking, you can tell with a dirty 20 perception. You can see that it's not a casual walk. Like they're not just guys going for a stroll.
Okay. Like it's purposeful?
Yeah, they're walking with some purpose.
All right, I cast invisibility on myself. With my shadow touched feature. And then activate my my essence and roll a d4 for that. My essence cloaked. I've got my I'm sorry, activated for 2 hours. And I will just find the dustiest corner of the room and stay there. Can I roll for? Can I stealth?
Yes, roll me
Okay.
a stealth check.
Okay.
47.
Well, I rolled a 3, so that's gonna be a
98.
yeah, right. It's gonna be a 17.
That's not a 98.
Listen.
Wow, human numbers. Cool.
What?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I have reliable talent. Whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus.
There
which
it is.
Stealth,
Found it.
9 or lower is a 10. So we're going up to 20 plus.
5.
Thank you.
Great. 25 on the stealth. You're sitting and waiting for a good bit, probably like 10, maybe 20 minutes have gone by.
Okay.
The words are getting louder, but as they get like really close to the house, it gets quiet. Then you hear a pounding on the door. And somebody yells out, "Barca! Barca, you home?" And then you hear, sort of muffled, but a voice that is familiar to you. "I told you he wasn't going to be home. Why would he be home?"
Huh.
And then a thud and a ugh.
Oh, that's I don't know what to do with that. That's the hated kin guy, right? That's not my guy, but that's the what's his name? What's his name, DM, please?
I don't think we actually gave
Okay.
this one a name, but you are on the right track.
It's the other cop, right? That could be good. That could be good.
We'll pick up with Mazie.
Okay, thank you.
What though?
Mazie, the last thing that happened to you is you materialize in a dimly lit cave, and a wizard beckoned to you by a name that you have not been called in 10 years. And it was revealed to you that another Nixtiri is in this cave as well, although missing an ear.
It's been so long since I've seen you. I got it. Oh my god. I'm so happy that I found you. Hold on. I have the thing. And she pulls out the portable hole from her backpack, slaps it on the floor, and kicks it out. And then pulls out this like preserved flour and puts down her food and rations that Gerda gave her into the hole, and then closes it back up. I have the thing for you.
Serge's gonna take that from you and look at it.
You guys are really good at hiding. I mean, I even like gave up, and you guys were still so hidden. I couldn't even find your heartbeat. How do you do that?
Mazie, this wasn't real.
What do you mean? It's right in front of you.
Yeah. It's been 10 years. How do you still not get what's happening here?
10 years. It doesn't feel like 10 years. That's a very long time.
It's been 10 years.
Got to be the world's longest game of hide and seek then. We probably set the record.
Mazie, it wasn't a game.
At the raising the voice, Mazie kind of shrinks back a little bit. Oh.
You don't get it, do you? None of this is a game. You know the reason everyone else wanted to send you away on a fake mission is because nobody believed that you would be able to survive any of this, Mazie, that you would be the reason we got caught and killed. It's been 10 years. You and I are the only ones left. And up until 5 minutes ago, I thought it was just me.
You sound mad.
Mad? What have you been doing for 10 years? Everyone else is dead. The drow cut off their ears while they slept. They almost got me too. Before you can respond, you feel all of the hair on your body start to stand up. And you see Surge's ear kind of like prick up a little bit more than usual. And the both of you here, with your exceptional hearing, just really low rumble coming from outside the cave. And Surge drops the flower, looks over at the wizard that you recognize as the Assat, and says, "God damn it, he's back." And everyone around you goes to grab weapons that they had leaned up against the walls of the cave.
Mazie will ready her fists. What is back? Who's back?
Just stay in the cave, Mazie.
I can
Surge
help.
starts going for the opening. The rumbling has gotten loud enough at this point that everybody else in the cave can also hear it. Whatever it is, it's massive. Just the steps alone are shaking the walls of the cave. Rocks and pebbles on the ground are starting to vibrate.
I'm gonna go to the fucking mouth of the cave. I'm following after them.
Yeah. Get up. Yeah.
We die
see-
like Ben.
Surge is at the mouth of the cave. There were two elves that look very, very similar to each other. They have stayed in the cave, but like moved up closer. They both have bows. There is a wood nymph that is kind of floating near behind Surge, and then the wizard that was there stayed back in the cave a pretty good distance too. And as you approach the mouth of the cave, you look out and you see rumbling towards the mouth of the cave a massive boar, maybe is what it looks like. It looks mostly like a boar. It's on all fours. It's got the round features. It's got the tusks coming out, but jumping across its entire body is just bursts of electricity as it rushes towards the cave at full speed. And before it gets to the cave, it slams into the mouth, like the wall near the mouth of the cave, making rocks start falling. If you look inside the cave, some of the ceiling is starting to crack.
We have to get out. It will concave.
I want everybody to roll initiative.
Do I want to trust you? I don't know if I want to trust you.
Actually, hold on. I forgot to do one thing. We're going to go back to Kai for a minute, and then we're all going to roll initiative, and then we're going to go on break.
What?
There's a Barca thing, too. There's a Kai thing, a Barca thing, and then initiative. And it's very quick stuff. Don't worry about it.
I like the ambiguity better. All right.
So, Kai, we're coming back to you. You can't really make out what's happening, what's going on, but I'm going to act it out because I think it's really funny. So the Life Eater kind of materializes, and he's shifting between different like elements. Like at one point, like half his body is just like a thunder cloud, and at the second time, another second, he's just like acid rain, and then he's just a cold breeze, and then he's just completely on fire, and he's just phasing in and out of these different elements, and the whole time he's talking to Nora, just kind of like, hey, hi, what's up, hey, thank you so much for was that okay? So no, thank you so much for calling me. No, I have been waiting for you. Don't worry about why or anything. This is my other head. His name is Zaphod. Doesn't really matter. He doesn't talk much. He's good with numbers. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so I hear you want power. Power's great. I have power. And then like lightning bolt and then fire and then acid and then cold shoots from his hands. Look, I have so much power. I just want like from you kind of like, do you know what life essence is? Doesn't matter. I'll teach you. So basically you're made up of life essence and everyone else is made up of life essence. And boy, does it taste good, if you know what I mean. So I propose a trade. You give me a little bit of your life essence, and I give you a little bit of my power. Does that sound good? And so that's kind of the pitch that he gives Nora. And you slowly start to hear a second voice enter your head. And it is the voice of Nora. It's very quiet at first, but builds. At no point does it overtake the loud screeching of Beeblebrox, the Life Eater. But you do start hearing whispers of Nora.
I think Kai is going to remember what they heard from the weave. And rather than try to block out the screeching, just sort of focus on Nora's voice and let the screeching be there as well.
Sure. Give me a wisdom save at advantage.
We're not being ghosted right now. 14.
14. Okay. So you're not fully able to just focus in on Nora's voice yet. You do, however, not feel pained by the screeching. So you're kind of getting like every third word from Nora right now. But it's kind of very quickly like fades out into the screeching of just the overwhelming power of Beeblebrox. You do hear Nora's voice go, who's here? Is it bad? Well, Kai, you gotta help. Now we're gonna cut over to Barca and Jovanna. Jovanna, everything around you kind of materializes. You're in another shrine, but this one is very small, very decrepit, very run down. Plants have kind of overgrown everything. There are no pews. There are just rows of cushions for kneeling on the floor. Outside, you can see a couple of clerics are standing by a table and just ladling soup into bowls as people walk by holding open bowls. And Ielgator says to you, I don't recognize your face, but I do recognize your energy, and whether or not you are trying to hide that from me, I sense the pureness in your heart, and I know my son, Ilmater, sometimes likes to teach hard lessons, but I've never found him to teach a lesson that didn't need to be taught.
Not arguing about the need of a lesson. I'm arguing about the timing of this lesson. But I also understand why I have to be here.
My grandchild, time is but a mortal measure. goodness persists. Barca.
Yeah.
With that 21 on your perception, you're able to suss out a couple of footsteps just entering the marble floored archway. And when you look, there's a lot of light behind them, so it's more of a silhouette, but really hard to mistake the robed silhouette of a wizard of the Hightower standing in the doorway of the shrine.
I'll just kind of give a little smile, pull down the mask, draw my sword, look back at Jo. She's still entranced, basically.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, she's busy. And I'll say in Elvish, I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. And the longsword erupts into flame. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to choose my huckleberry, please.
What do you mean by huckleberry? The person you're going to be targeting first?
Yeah.
Sure, you can pick.
Yeah, and I'll use Sense Essence and zero in on the Wizard of Hightower and just be like, let's dance.
Okay. Everybody roll initiative as we cut to our first break.
Man, all right, be right back, chat.
Well, I don't.
And we're back.
Hello, welcome back. We just kicked off a 4-way fight. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna jump in with Lekyre, who is currently perched upon a countertop as 4 city guardsmen pound on a door. From where you're sitting, you can see kind of out of the window. You can see one guard standing in the window, peeking through.
Okay.
He hasn't exactly spotted you yet, but he's got face on glass, like blocking. You can see that he has his sword sheathed, but on his back, and a shield with that as well. So logically, you could assume, yeah, they're probably all armored up and armed.
All right, so I'm going to, being perched up on the counter, I'm going to take off the black shirt and keep it in my hand so it does not become does not become visible again, and hold my action, and draw my sword right here.
Okay.
And just chill.
You can see kind of like moving past the guard in the window, another guard. You don't get a good look at him, but he walks past, and you can kind of hear the footsteps go around the corner of the house, and you can't quite see it, but you see like a shadow now on the window, the closest window to you now, and then you see some shadows playing in the off to your left, presumably another guard standing in that window, kind of like everyone trying to look in.
Oh, man.
And then you hear, told you he's not here. Why would he be here? Shut up. And that's the end of that round. We're jumping over to Barca and Jovanna in the shrine. So before we left off, you wanted to sense essence. He did not make that save.
Okay. So what we're looking for, do you want me to read it out for the sake of chat?
Yeah.
Species and type.
Medium humanoid.
Yep. Any vulnerabilities, resistances, or immunities?
No, none of those.
Okay, and natural armor class?
13.
13, and that doesn't take into account things like mage armor and such.
Correct.
Highest and lowest ability score?
That is going to be, an 18 intelligence and a 16 dexterity. Or I'm sorry, an 18 intelligence and the lowest is an 8 strength.
Perfect. And any special senses I need to know about?
Dark vision.
Okay. Really?
That's it.
Interesting. Okay. All right, cool. I think Joe's ahead of me in initiative unless there's anything else we need to know about.
I believe you also get innate features and abilities.
Yeah, anything there?
Spellcasting, but that's
kind of what I
get
figured.
some hit die stuff, but you wouldn't exactly know what any of that means.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
spellcasting is there, and some mysterious hit die abilities that you have not sensed before.
Yeah, it's just all asterisks where the text should be. Yeah.
Yeah. And then actually, the guy that walked in with the wizard,
Mm-hmm.
he pulls out a sword as well. And as he gets closer he starts walking towards you. As he gets closer, you can see he's in heavy armor. He's holding a long sword in one hand and nothing in the other hand. And his chest plate has the mark of the Hightower on it.
Okay. Is there any chance I know this guy?
If you've seen him before, you don't remember. So if at all, it's kind of in passing.
Okay.
But definitely not seen this type of like Hightower official makeup before. Like this is the first time you've seen an official representative of the Hightower wearing heavy armor with a sword.
Okay. Awesome.
And we'll say, for the sake of the shrine, is about 100 feet deep from front door to middle. So he just kind of takes the safe bet and walks up and stands back to the column, the big square column in the top left.
Okay. And I assume I'm kind of just to the right of where those two long lines are. Kind of
the long lines are pews. I just didn't want to.
There are rows of thrones. Got it. Yeah. So.
So like the wizard is still standing in the doorway. That swordsman is standing behind the column, but you do see he's just looking at you in the mirrors because all of the walls are covered in mirrors.
Got it. And about how far away is the wizard from me?
Wizard, well, you are probably like 80 feet.
About 80 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds.
And so he's probably like 40 feet from you now.
All right.
Maybe
And
50. We'll say 50. He's 50 from you, and the wizard's 80.
Okay. Great. Let's.
That is his turn.
Okay.
Which would bring us to Jovanna. So right now, Jovanna in the other shrine is getting a fun little stern talking to by Aelgator, who has decided to mostly ignore anything you're saying.
That tracks, yeah.
He put his hand on one of your shoulders and has just kind of like pointed out the front door towards the people in line getting soup. And he says, "The man getting soup right now is a convicted thief. Multiple counts of robbery. And yet, he is fed soup. Do I need to say any more?"
No, I don't believe so.
I know the reason you're here is because a very human characteristic. You wouldn't say human, you're an elf. A very mortal characteristic. Sometimes it's hard to understand why people deserve the things they deserve, but that's not a question that mortals should ever concern themselves with. That is a question for the gods, and many of our motives, many of our ways are secret. Even to us, this is just the way it is. But have you ever wondered why I am both the god of egoism and altruism?
Duality.
Duality, sure. It is about balance, my grandchild. Whenever there is altruism, there is an equal and opposite egoism happening no matter what. Pick anything in this world and there is an equal and opposite thing happening. That does not mean you should stop being who you are. Just because somebody might think only of themselves does not mean you should not only think of others.
Stand.
That brings us to the wizard. Barca, are you taking cover behind one of these thrones?
Yeah, I think no. I'm standing between those two things with Joe to my back because she seems indisposed. So I'm the shield.
Got it. Okay. All right, so the wizard is going to cast on you hold person.
I see. They've heard of me. Good.
He's going to stroll forward about 20 feet, kind of just like straight down the aisle, and hold person. So I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw from you.
Come on, Barca. Come on, Jason.
That's a 7, but I have Indomitable now. And I'm yet to use it. So Indomitable means that when I fail a saving throw, I can re-roll it. I can use this once for a long rest. Let's see if I wasted it. I have. It's a 3.
Okay, fun. How exciting. You are paralyzed.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
And now you're both indisposed.
All right, that does bring us to your turn. I assume there's not much you can do.
Yeah, I'm paralyzed, which means I'm incapacitated, can't move or speak. Yeah.
Melee attacks against you are auto crits.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say that out loud. Actually, each attack that hits a creature is a crit. Yeah. Actually, if they still have to roll, but if they do hit, it's a crit. At the end of each of my turns, I can make a wisdom saving throw. So for my action, I would like to pray, given the surroundings.
Okay.
Interesting.
So hi, it's me, Barca. This all sucks, and like I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but typically you guys step in when things suck, and didn't see you doing a lot of that during the war, so maybe you could help now or anything. It's Barca again. So yeah, thanks.
Jovanna, you also hear this.
Oh no.
Jovanna is giggling. She giggles just like, understands this is a very serious moment. Giggles slightly and then realizes something must be terribly wrong if Barca has decided that this is the route they're going to go to ask for aid. And looks to their godly grandfather. Please let me go. I need to help him.
But my grandchild, I am not done with you yet. However, someone in need must receive help. And there's a snap. We're going to jump over to Kai.
Ben, real quick, at the end of my turn, I get to make another whiz save. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you.
Jovanna,
Go ahead.
it feels so good.
Barca is out here calling collect to Jovanna and her gods. Like,
From the chat, the other prayer could have been, so I know you guys are fine with war crimes, so if you let me out of here, I can commit some.
it's like, ayo.
Listen, you like war crimes? I can do that.
You like
'Cause
jazz?
I am so good at war crimes. Sorry, go ahead, Ben. I apologize.
Oh, no, I was waiting for you to make the wisdom save.
I was a 1 + 1, so 2.
Oh no. Oh,
I guess you're still held.
Yeah, I'm using digital dice tonight because I'm
Oh,
not
man,
at home.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Chat computers can't actually truly be random, okay? It's not real. Don't trust them. Don't trust digital dice.
Don't trust the government either.
Fair point.
I mean, that's why we're here.
Kai, you hear
He's right there.
you hear Nora's voice getting a little bit louder in your head as this is going. So make me another wisdom save at advantage. This is the person that you know and trust and love.
Hail Hydrate.
That is an 18.
Woo! Let's go. That's pretty good.
18. That is good. You are able to push back the loud screeching of Beeblebrox and focus on the voice of Nora as it is getting stronger and stronger as she is gaining some power from Beeblebrox. And you're able to look up and see kind of what's happening is Beeblebrox has reached out, not looking at her, like looking past her, like above her head, but has reached out and like touched her on the top of the forehead. And then she just gets covered in acid.
Damn, bitch.
But behind her, behind you as well, coming in from the mountainside, there's like these 4 creatures that are just kind of floating and bobbing, hovering towards the 3 of you. Kind of like translucent, jello-y looking heads with like 3 different brains and like pincers underneath. And that is what Nora was asking for help from.
Understood.
One of them, let's say you guys are probably like 60 feet away from them right now. One of them moves closer, so it's now about 30 feet away. And then Nora, covered in acid, starts panicking.
Sure,
And
like
kind
you
of
do.
turns around and goes, What is this? What am I doing?
I didn't know this was gonna happen, but I'm sure it's gonna be okay. Just, trust the process. I got whatever these funky things are.
Beeblebrox kind of just like puts his hand out to you and goes, "Oh no, this is like fun for me. I enjoy this. Hey, you little dwarf. Hey, turn, point. Just point at one. Do it. It's way fun." And we're like, "Oh, okay," and like points, and there's just like a flash of light that like encircles the thing. Nothing else really happens. And Beeblebrox goes, "Oh, good. You have marked it. I love when things get marked." That's my favorite. It's my favorite thing. So if you just want to keep marking things, keep doing that. And that's the end of Nora's turn.
I love them so much.
So there was one that came in. If you're looking at the map, Kai, the very south side came up from that corner. There's one on the path. There's one kind of just like straight down the middle, right in front of you, and there's one 45 northeast of your position there. So the one that came from the path below you, that one's only about 30 feet away from you guys now. The second one is now the one in the path has moved up, so that's about 60 feet away.
Okay.
The third one that's kind of in the middle is moving towards you now. It's about 20 feet away from you. And now it's your turn.
All right. So, I'm gonna turn to Nora, and I'm gonna say, listen, all right, I know this is weird. I'm gonna try to help you through this, all right? Just let me in. That'll make more sense in a minute. And I'm gonna use my bonus action Master Weaver ability to expend a sorcerer hit die and try to link life essence with her so that I can boost her spells.
Sure. She doesn't exactly know how to not let that happen.
Fair.
Oh my god, it feels weird. Beeble Broggs is like, oh, that's a new taste. That's good. That is good.
Terrifying.
I love and hate him at the same time.
I love him so much.
As you do with
so.
most, definitely not Beetlejuice characters. Yes.
Beetlejuice.
Hitchhiker's Guide to Beetlejuice.
Royalty-free Beetlejuice.
No.
Barca gets some inspiration
Inspiration.
In a world
for
of
staying calm.
pure inspiration.
I'm sorry, did she make a charisma saving throw?
Oh, she didn't have to. She auto fail.
Oh, gotcha. Then I will look at these guys coming in, right? Oh gosh. Let's just try to polymorph the closest one to me into a chicken.
Okay.
Uh,
what is-
Cook, but just covered in acid and it feels insincere.
That is a wisdom saving throw from whatever the hell this is.
Great. Okay, that is a 12 on the wisdom save.
That will fail. It is a chicken unless it is a shapeshifter.
It is not a shapeshifter.
Oh, it's a chicken.
No,
As Kai will just put a hand out and be like, oh, I don't know what you are, dude, but like, show.
Is that the end of your turn?
I'm gonna move close to Nora, kind of like protectively trying to stay in between her and the.
Yeah,
Loaded
you're
guys.
right next to her. currently,
Okay, cool. Then yeah, that's my turn.
Is polymorph a concentration spell?
It is.
I need a wisdom save from you.
Oh.
That's an 18.
Okay. It is still a chicken.
Keep rolling this dice tonight.
All right, and then the final floaty pincer thing is now, and this one's gonna be coming from the top. The northeast is moving. It's about 40 feet from you now. So the one straight ahead is a chicken, about 20 feet from you.
Okay.
There's one 30 feet, and there's one 60 feet down the path, and then there's one 40 feet a little bit up and to the left. And that brings us to the end of that round of combat, which means it is time for Surge to punch some hog.
Oh boy. I hope he doesn't lose his arm along with his ear.
Best phrase ever.
I thought it was fun.
That's probably the most unexpected phrase I've heard. Yes.
Surge kind of does a low glide out the front of the cave. And if you're looking at that map in front of you, Kiki, the lightning hog thing is it's 20 by 20. It's a huge creature, so it's taking up most of that like plateau area directly in front of the cave.
And the cave is over to the right,
Yeah, you're in the cave. You're like right at the cave, at the mouth of the cave, but still inside of it. And Surge, acting first, is the first person out. You are on deck, and he's gonna fly out up to Thorog and throw a punch at it. And Thorog just seems to not care that there's a bat punching him right now. Okay, that one hit. So the second punch hits. Oh, that's a 1 on the damage. So that's going to be 4 damage to Thorog.
Okay, we know which dice wants to do combat.
And he does get that flurry of blows in there, so there's going to be 2 more. That one misses, and that one hits. So that's more 8 damage to Thorog. And now it is your turn, Mazie.
Okay. I'm gonna fly up to it as well. Does this thing have ears?
Yeah, I mean it looks like a giant boar.
With
zaps going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna glide out the same way that Surge did, and I'm going to fly up to its ears and scream. So I need it to make a con save.
Nice.
Okay.
Random game save for the follow.
That is a 21 in the con save.
Okay, well that passes, so I believe it'll only take half damage.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was 7 total, so 3 or 4.
Do you round up or round down on damage?
I think it just depends.
Down. Yeah, so 3.
Okay, so 3 points of psychic damage. And I would like to use a bonus action to go into monk state.
Monk state?
Monk state?
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes.
Cool, that brings us to Thorog, who, in response to having a screeching bat in his ear, decides to swing tusks at you. That is 15. That's 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit, I guess.
I guess.
You're
gonna take 12 slashing damage and 7 lightning damage.
Ow.
And to Surge, who is still on the ground, he's going to boar kick Surge.
That's rough, buddy.
Thunder hooves. That is a 23 to hit, so that hits as well. He's going to take 12 bludgeoning damage and 7 thunder damage. But as a bat, he is weak to thunder. So that's going to be 26 damage to Surge.
That's rough, buddy.
And he's just gonna also slam into the side of the cave while he's thrashing around. That brings us to the This is Freyawind. You didn't really get a chance to meet, but Freywind's one of the elves that has the bow. He's going to shoot an arrow. That's going to miss. He's going to shoot another arrow. That is also going to miss. And that brings us to Jorakil, the other elf. Okay.
He's no
Listen,
Legolas.
I need to start rolling well for the good NPCs. A 3 and a 4 on his 2 arrows. And this would bring us down to at 10 in the initiative order. You start to see the cave is starting to collapse. The roof is starting to fall down different spots, and there's also larger rocks are rolling down the mountainside as well. The wizard, who is still in the cave, decides to try to help out. Come on, load. I clicked on the page and then it backed up. It backed up. Here we go. Now we're talking. Let's see. He is going to cast Fireball. Because he is a wizard and he can.
I don't care how big the cave is. I cast Fireball.
Well, he's casting it to the outside of the cave.
Yeah.
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 You imagine the detonation at the mouth of the cave, what that does for like the pressure inside the cave and like the whoosh of air and all. Sorry, I'm not helping.
I'm trying very hard not to think about it.
I'm just saying, like, it'd be wild feeling.
Suddenly, everyone is dead. Will be found in 2,000 years by archaeologists.
They'll all be very confused.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Why are
Thor-
the bats so big?
a dex save. And he fails the dex save.
It's not big enough to get mere surge, right?
No, Thorog is massive.
Okay, that's what I figured. I just wanted to check. Big boar.
Pull a fireball!
27 points of fire damage to Thorog.
Burn, baby, burn. We're having bacon tonight. If we live that long.
All right, and this is the nymph's turn. The nymph does come out of the cave as well. And just kind of like bare hand tries to touch Thorog. It's just like a very graceful looking leafy wind type creature, and just kind of bare hand touches the Thorog. That one is going to hit. That's going to do 9 psychic damage, and that one misses. So Thorog takes another 9 psychic damage, which brings us to the end of that round. And Mazie, you are going to notice a couple things. One, about half of the cave has completely like started to collapse.
Oh, man.
The other thing you're going to notice is some screams. Some like screams of very young people
Brutal.
from down the mountain. Possibly some children that have noticed the rocks are starting to fall towards them.
It's gotta be Okay. I feel free to say no. But I want to know if I can use my reaction to try and like punch a boulder to shreds.
You
While
wouldn't
in
be able to
state?
use your reaction to do it,
Okay.
but you can try to punch a boulder, sure. When we get back to you. So we're
Yeah.
going to hop back over to Lekyre.
Cool. What are they doing?
So nothing yet. We have the guard that was pounding on the door. The pounding gets heavier. He's probably using shoulder now. He's trying to break the door down. And you hear one thud, second thud, and there's some splintering in that door.
Okay.
The second guard that is at the window nearest the front door, he's taken his sword out and he's trying to wedge it into the window to pop the window open.
Okay.
Because for whatever reason, they're totally comfortable breaking a door down. But they've decided that breaking a window is like too much.
Man.
And now it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to activate the Heartstone of the Dagger. And oh man, for an action, I want to get some info before, possibly take the biggest, scariest one by surprise or something. So like, I guess I just keep holding my action. I'm sorry, it's anticlimactic. I just need information.
The rogue waits.
Yeah, the rogue lurks.
I will say one thing that you do, one little piece of information that you do get that you did not have is now that the guard in the window has moved back a little bit to pry it open, you do get a better look out of that window. And you do recognize, as you correctly guessed before, it is the city guardsman that was with the hated kin.
Right.
However, his hands are behind his back, and there is a rope tied to his waist.
Oh no. Oh no, we've been made. Oh no. Idiot. Okay. That changes things. That means there's only 3 of them.
Is that what that means?
Well, if one of them's tied up, yes. If there's 4 of them and one of them's an ally, then there's 3 of them. Double checking all of my shit.
So I do want to remind you, because this would have happened maybe like 6 seconds ago game time. There was a thud at the door. There was a guy in the window. There was a shadow at the other window. And another shadow at the other window.
Okay. And I originally only saw 4 people walking up.
4, maybe 5.
4, maybe 5?
They were very far away.
Okay. Can I stealth around the room in an attempt to get more information if one of them is like a caster, or are these all just beat cops?
From what you've been able to see as of right now, your best guess would be beat cops, but you can absolutely try to stealth around to see more. This room is not set up well for sneaking around it, as most homes are not built for that purpose.
Barca.
So you would have to roll pretty high on stealth in order to.
I am invisible.
Do you know how hard it is to find a good real estate agent?
I am your feng shui right now. Feng shui.
You are invisible, so yes, that is absolutely going to make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make that stealth roll and.
19 plus 11 plus
32.
Where are you? I think it's a 36. I gotta find it. I've got a lot of fun stuff here.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No more human numbers.
Yeah, so I'd like to just kind of prowl along the inside of the room like a caged cat, and just kind of trying to get as much information as I can on these individuals.
Okay, so out the front window, you can see the guy's tongue out, trying to pry open the window with a sword. The window to the west in that room, he's just trying to grab it and push up on it as best he can. The guy outside the window in the east is tossing a rock in his hand.
Okay.
And they're all just wearing regular city cop stuff. So some armor.
I don't see any spell
Sword,
components
shield.
or any staves or anything like that. Okay. I'm feeling a little more confident. That's a lie. Lekyre is trying to tell himself he feels confident, but he's terrified. And
I will say also the dirty 20 that you rolled at the beginning of this is going to be for the rest of this encounter.
Then here's what I'll do. I will hold my action. I will grab my Okay. I've already used my action. I'm a fool. Never mind. I'm done. I used my action to stealth.
Wouldn't that be like cunning action?
Can't you, as a rogue bonus action, that? Yeah.
I've used a bonus action to activate my Heartstone of the Dagger.
Got it.
Thank you, though.
Same team.
So I'm done.
Okay. And that is bringing us to... There's a couple guards that have not moved yet on this turn.
Mm-hmm. And I'll also make a point of like not being in the way of the rock breaking of the glass window and all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the guard on the west window, he does actually get the window forced open. You hear a latch break and that window slides open. And he's in now. And makes his way to the base of the stairs.
Okay. You kind of stay by him. See what he does.
Okay. And the guy holding the rock does throw the rock, breaks the window.
Okay.
And he's climbing through as well. So he's going to be stacked up, like hand on back, one hand on sword.
Is
as they're about...
Homeboy who's tied up? Is he just outside? Is he like tied to a post or something? Well, what's he doing?
You couldn't see the other end of the rope. It did look like it was going towards the guy that was pounding on the door, but can neither confirm nor deny whether or not it is tied to that person.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then
that brings us to the end of that round. So we're back in the shrine with Barca and Jovanna. And at the top of this round, after the snap of a god, one of the diamond-encrusted chandeliers right in the middle of the room rumbles as the whole building kind of shakes, and one of the diamond-encrusted chandeliers falls from the roof onto the ground in the middle of the room. Nobody's standing there, but it does shatter. And the two worshippers that were outside kind of like lean in and go, "We said not to touch anything." And you see one of them pull a spear from his back, stand up, slam the spear on the ground, and just fully covered in like radiant, jewel-encrusted armor. And the other one pulls a flaming sword from behind his back. And he is now also covered in armor as well.
These two guys are now my favorite.
What was that?
These two guys are now my favorites. Yeah.
They were kind of our favorites anyways with their like just snarkiness. The fact that they could keep up with Jovanna and Barca going off on them. Like,
you do notice one thing kind of peculiar, Barca. The chandelier that fell doesn't look broken. Like, it hit the ground, but everything stayed mostly in, like, exactly how it was while it was hanging. Like, there's no damage, nothing is cracked, nothing. The armor on the first guy, though, there is one big crack that just formed. And he kind of goes, "Was it you?" And then points at the wizard. and then takes his spear and just runs right at the wizard with it.
In the smallest micro expressions possible, Barca's just like nodding. Listen.
Wasn't me. Did I touch it? No.
She's praying. I can't move. Process elimination. Must have been them.
Nod with your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I just look back and say, Jovanna's like,
that one
oh my
is going
god.
to hit, which means the wizard is going to use a shield.
Yes, please use the spell slots.
Again, he swings, and that one's going to hit, regardless of the shield spell.
Good. Excellent.
Best boys. Best boys.
Best boys.
They 100% are going to want payment for this, aren't they?
Totally.
Be 5 plus 4, 9 piercing damage to the wizard. And an additional. What was that? Where's the D8? 7 force damage that comes with it. The swordsman that came in with the Hightower swordsman, he's gonna run over and attack the spear-toting worshiper. That's a nat 20 to hit.
Unfortunate.
It's 10. $20. Plus 3. 1. Yeah, okay. Cool, that's gonna happen with that one. And then this guy's also just gonna kind of reach out and try to touch the spear guy. Does not hit. So that's the end of the swordsman turn. That brings us to Jovanna, who you're now still, in the shrine. Although Ielgator does bring you back to watch what's happening.
Oh, great. I love that.
In a very third person, you can see yourself. You're kind of floating there. You can see yourself there. You can
So
see
this is the game.
Barca
That's exactly how it feels.
paralyzed. You can kind of take in the scene. There's a fake broken chandelier on the floor in front of you. There's a wizard of the Hightower. He just got stabbed by a spear. The guy with the spear just got hit with a sword. There's another worshiper out there as well, looking like he's about to come in and cause a commotion. And so all of this is happening. And Ielgator says to you, even if you were there, what would you be doing right now?
Oh.
Whatever I had to.
But what does that look like to you?
As she turns slowly to where Barca is standing, just currently nodding, like, And for like the first time, and knowing he can't see it, she'll smile a little bit. Doing whatever he asks of me. He can be a sword as much as he wants, but I will always be his shield.
Ielgator points at the wizard who was just stabbed by a spear and the worshiper that was just stabbed by a sword, and he says, "And what of them?"
They were actually very interesting when we joined, and so I assume I would shield them as well. No, I don't assume. I know so.
Good. And that is going to bring us to the second worshiper who comes in with a flaming longsword. And he's going to attack the swordsman of the Hightower. It's just a whole lot of people are just swinging on the first thing they see in this room.
And we're in the back of it.
19, that's gonna hit.
Michael in the
Gonna do
bathroom.
that plus 4 is 11. 11 that, and then 4, 5 is 15 damage to that guy. 90. Cool, and that brings us to the wizard. And the wizard is going to get away. Does not like people being touching distance from him.
I thought you were just gonna say he doesn't like people.
That too.
That
Also
too, yeah.
wizards.
He's just so antisocial. This is the first time he's had to leave the tower in weeks. Like,
Kinda bookish.
God.
Reverse of Rapunzel.
Hey, did he
Yeah,
get
exactly.
did he take damage just then?
The wizard? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta roll that.
I would love for you to do that.
Release my boy.
Free my boy.
That
He
is
didn't do
a-
anything.
That's my bestie.
19 con save. So he does a little. He does a thunder step.
Nice.
Everybody's gonna need a Constitution save within 10 feet of him, which is everybody except for you two.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it at the same time. It's gonna be
Your frontline fighter is put in the uncomfortable position of being in the back. And it's working out pretty good.
They're like, huh. Weird.
turns out if you guys do nothing for a while.
Yeah, see, the nation's been doing that for a while. It hasn't worked out so well.
Yeah.
19 damage to everybody. 19 thunder damage to everybody.
No, my boys.
My son!
That's my boy. Father help. No,
Brother
my boy.
You guys can keep your thunder damage over there, please.
Ooh, good point.
Meanwhile, I'll deal with this oversized hot dog.
And appearing right in front of you, Barca, the wizard coming out of his thunder step.
Love that.
And he is going to just reach out and touch you. What's the thing with when you're paralyzed and someone's going to
He still has to make an attack, but if it hits, then it's a crit.
Cool. He just touches you.
Okay. Oh, okay. What?
Uh-oh.
Wisdom saving throw, I guess?
I don't
Not
like the
yet.
silence.
Nothing yet.
Oh, okay. Got it.
It is your turn now, Barca.
Just
Well-
want to let you know.
Just boops my nose, just like, because I can. And I'm like, boy, get that mess out of here. So I can't do anything this round, but good news. I found dice in my bag. Let's go.
Oh, hell yes.
Yes.
Because, of course, I did.
Do you know how out of character it is for you not to have actual dice?
I'm
Like,
pretty
Yeah.
sure there's a brand deal somewhere being violated.
Yeah,
Right?
with myself.
yourself.
I have a +1 to wisdom saves. Rolled a 19, dirty 20.
That is enough to make the save.
I did
Let's
not
go.
like the pace that answer came in. All right, so into my turn, and I'm free from the thing.
All right, we are going to pop over. We're going to go to a break real quick, and then
Okay.
afterwards we'll come back in to Kai and Nora. And the
All
chicken.
right.
Okay, do the
And
chicken.
we'll be right
Just
back.
a little chicken.
Little boy. Little guy.
Well, I don't.
We return. Hello.
Hello and welcome back. We are in the middle of a 4-way simultaneous combat. It's going well, I think. Nothing has broken yet, not even a chandelier. With that being said, we're going to hop back in to check in with Kai, Nora, and Beeblebrox. Kai, I'm going to need a wisdom save from you to start the round.
Sounds about right.
At advantage, because Nora is your friend.
16.
16 is enough. You are able to continue focusing on Nora's thoughts, which are mostly panic right now.
It's fair. They're getting like,
Understandable.
fried right now. Acid.
So the first floating pincer thing is actually going to... Oh, by the way, Feff, do we have combat music?
It's playing.
Yeah,
It's
I
just-
hear it.
Mhm.
I can hear it.
Oh, he doesn't have headphones on.
Oh,
Oh
It's
my
very
god, he's
faint
got
in
his
the
AirPods
background.
off.
Oh, it's just really quiet to me for some reason.
Yeah.
I can hear it just fine. I have you all turned up really loud.
Sounds good.
Oh well, okay. That first thing is going to move on to you, Kai, and open its pincers and try to take a bite out of you.
Yum. Prawn smosh.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So it sinks its pincers into you, does not let go. So you're gonna take 6 piercing damage.
Cool.
Fun.
On save was 12.
Oh, for polymorph. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that wins. I've never fully understood
How much damage did you do?
6.
He's good.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's that first one. That brings us to Nora, who's panicking more now.
At the disco.
And Beeblebrox is like, look, just take your other hand. Just, sorry, I had a thought. Anyway, but take your other hand. Point at the chicken. The chicken's a great target to start with. It just box. That's all it does. Just point at that one. Nora's like, okay, and then points and Eldritch Blast.
Baby Warlock, let's go!
They block.
Someone who's more familiar with Warlocks,
Table.
how many Eldritch Blasts do you get at level 12?
At level 12, 3.
3. Okay, now I have to
That
roll
lightning
3
fast.
separate ones. What is the... What am I adding to it?
Charisma, yeah.
Charisma and proficiency, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so that's gonna be 9, that's gonna be 13. Misses with that one. Hits the second one. Oh, I'm actually firing at a chicken.
Yeah.
It might have hit with that first one. Is there a chicken in this game?
Just,
There is. Oh, it has 1 hit point. Okay.
yeah.
Guess it'll immediately turn back into.
Yeah, okay, so it just turned, and then the damage, any leftover damage rolls over. Okay. So it hits with the first one. The chicken dies because it has to. What is the damage on an Eldritch? Is that 3d10?
No. Yeah, 3d10. Right? Not 12, right? It's 10, yeah. Yeah, it's 3d10.
3d10. Okay.
Well, 1d10 for everything that hits.
Oh.
Yeah. So everything that hits gets 1d10. It's different than the other
Okay.
cantrips.
Well, then that's an 8, which kills
I'm
the
not
chicken.
like other
and does
cantrips.
7 more damage to the thing. This is not a chicken anymore.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea.
And now it's firing the second one at the thing. That's a nat 20.
Hey yo, let's go.
No, 2d10 on that blast does 12 more damage to that thing.
Hit that chicken, hits all of them.
She's still firing at the same one. So the chicken went
Oh,
away
yeah.
and it turned back into the brainy thing. And the last one does 7, so it dies.
Let's go.
There
That
we go.
one dies.
Yes.
And Kai, you watch it melt.
What does it mean? Ah!
And Ebo Brox kind of goes, oh, yes. Thank you. Do it again.
Oh.
And that's Nora's turn.
Anyone
So
else
that
worried
one-
for Nora? Just me?
That
I'm
was
sure
the-
it's fine.
For their soul or their well-being.
Ivy
Yes.
is worried. Jovanna doesn't care.
Jovanna don't know her.
Jovanna's busy.
Jovanna's doing stuff. Got
Hold
stuff
on, I'm
going
talking
on.
to God.
I'm talking to God. Like, shut up.
I have questions, okay?
You can't hear God over my voice. How faithful are you?
I mean, fair.
Okay. That one, yeah, so that one's dead. The third one is going to move closer. That's the one that was in the path and about 60 feet away, so he is now 30 feet away. And that is, now it's your turn, Kai.
All right. This is maybe a question I should have asked last round, but is Nora getting like burned alive by all of this acid?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
All right.
that's
It's
better.
just completely
That's better.
covering her. It's dripping off of her. And she doesn't seem bothered by it at all in a very physical sense. Sure, there's panic, but
Sure.
she's not like screaming in pain by any means.
Gotcha. All right, this is weird patron shit. Excellent. So I am going to quicken spell with 2 sorcery points to cast Vortex Warp as a bonus action.
Let's go.
I think you've cast Vortex Warp every single episode of this game.
That's
I
because it's
Did
amazing.
it the first episode. And I'm gonna try to target the one that's grappling me and just boop, and send him 90 feet away from me.
Okay.
He has to make a Constitution saving.
Okay. Does a 16 work?
It does not.
Well, then it boops away.
Boop. Out over the cliff. Not that it matters because they levitate, but
Yeah.
it will, now that it's out over the cliff, I will cast Polymorph with my action to turn it into a
Turtle.
turtle.
Turn it into a pot of petunias.
On brand.
I
for the,
think it has to be a beast.
I don't think he got the joke. Is a whale an option?
I think so.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it is.
Like, damn it.
Make my joy complete, please. And Ben's.
I mean, the hyper improbability of this actually working out.
You know what? But wait. So if I turn it into a turtle, it's gonna fall and hit the ground, on turn into a turtle, and then just levitate back up. But if I turn it into a whale, it'll be stuck down there at least until I lose concentration. So
And take a lot of damage.
I will turn it into a whale, please, Ben.
Okay, what's the save it has to make?
This is a wisdom saving throw.
That's an 11.
That's gonna fail.
What are the odds? The probability?
I mean, hyper improbability. If we're
Hyper improbability.
Can I say the thing?
If I could really go for a cup of really hot tea right now.
I have
What am
coffee,
I?
I'll share.
What's my purpose in life?
So this turns into a whale. And also on its head is a small pot of petunias. And nobody knows why.
Mhm.
Nice.
It's weird
That's
patron
your
stuff.
turn.
Your patron stuff. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. That brings us to the fourth one that just floats towards Nora. Is about 10 feet away from Nora now.
And that's the one coming from like the northeast.
Yeah. So the only two left on the cliff face with you are the one that's coming from the path and is about 30 feet away. And then the one that came from the northeast is now 10 feet away. And then there's the other one that's 90 feet away and a whale.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Okay. Polymorph is a concentration spell, so I'm going to need you to make a wisdom save for me.
Wish it was a con save. Thank you. That's a 15.
That saves.
Thank you.
I might explain to you what all of this means later, but that is the end of that round. We're gonna pop on
I like
over
figuring it
to
out.
the cave, the bats, and the children, and the hog.
Feels like a very bad title for a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or it's just a light novel.
Yeah.
So, Surge leads this round again.
Light novel by Neil Gaiman.
Holy lightning hogs, Batman.
Okay, misses with his first punch, rolls a nat 20 on the second punch. It's gonna be 10 damage to Thorog. And a flurry of blows. That one hits. And that one hits as well. So those are both going to do some damage.
Damage.
9 and 10, so 19 more damage to Thorog. Okay, Mazie, your turn. Thorog on deck.
Okay, so first things first, we're gonna re-up that mountain state. I'm going to take them hit die away. Ow.
Are you? Did you decide if you wanted to do bonus action to start this turn by into monk state, or if you were fine?
I was.
it at the end?
Yeah, I'm fine with taking it at
Okay.
the end, so I'm already in it. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue it, and
I would like to remind you of the environmental factors here. There are children
Yeah.
screaming
I'm aware.
down below.
I'm
and the cave
aware. I think. Okay. Oh God, how far is the environmental danger from impact?
How far away the children?
Yeah.
The children are about 150 feet away from you.
Mm-hmm.
The rocks have about a 60-foot head start.
Oh, how speedy am I right now?
Very.
Yes.
You can fly.
So true.
And you have Step of the Wind.
So true. I am the fastest ever.
I think you can cover 240 feet in a turn.
Without... Well, because Monk State doubles my speed, or...
No. You have a fly speed of what, 60?
60 right now, yes.
Dash, that's 120. Bonus action, Step of the Wind. Dash on your bonus action.
Damn.
That's so much. Yeah, I don't want people. I don't
That's
want
not even going Super
hurt.
Saiyan.
It's not. This isn't even my full power, dude. Yeah.
Imagine a tabaxi monk.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna dash. And we will also Step of the Wind. So that gets us 180. I think.
If you Step of the Wind dash, that's 120, and then you'll have your additional 60 of regular movement.
True.
And your full action.
True. Okay. So I will Step of the Wind then. And I'm gonna see if I can fucking punch some flying rocks out of the sky before they hurt anybody.
So are you flying down to the children and just punching the rocks, or are you just flying to the rocks and punching them?
I'm gonna fly down, so I just kind of like literally just like fly over and dive bomb off the side of the cliff. And then I'm gonna try and get in between, so I can kind of just become impact, so to say.
Okay. Or fly over the rocks and punch the children.
Don't out me like this.
He takes after her goth mom a little, not that much.
But when you do get there are 3 kids there.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of huddled together and screaming and crying.
Just giant bat goes, "Get out of the way!" And it's like heavily vibrating, going at the speed of atoms. And yeah, I'm gonna try and punch some rocks.
A science joke.
Okay.
Do these don't count as missiles. Because I can
smaller ones would, yeah.
Back.
Anyone that you can catch with your hand would be a missile.
Okay. So, as a reaction, I can deflect missiles, so I will deflect the few that I can with my reactions.
2 in
which
Monk
is
State.
2. And then I will use my punch. I'll use my action to attack.
Okay. Yeah, roll to hit. There are a couple coming. A couple medium-sized, sort of.
Okay, so that's going to be 15 plus... So 25?
That'll hit a rock, yeah.
Cool. I love it when I hit rocks. Do I roll damage for the rocks?
Yeah, I have. It's got an HP.
I love when rocks
Everything
have HP.
has hit points in D&D.
So true. So true.
Everything can be broken.
And that's going to be... What did I just roll? That's 11 points of bludgeoning. Can I also... Because I have deflect missiles attack as a reaction, so could I have taken the ones that I caught and throw them back at the bigger rocks to do more damage?
In order to catch one, correct me if I'm wrong, you would have to roll the damage amount.
To hit, I would have to roll the... I would have to roll the hit.
In order to catch a missile and be able to throw it back?
Yeah, a D10 plus your crazy dex plus your monk level.
I could do that.
Okay, I'm going to give these rocks
What is the AC of the Earth? I need to know. For science.
Well, you need to match the damage output.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a 3d6.
And this is for the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if
okay.
whatever you roll matches or beats the 3d6, then you
So
catch
D10?
it, and you can use a key point to throw it back.
Yeah. Okay.
Number to beat is 14.
How's a 22?
Yeah, you catch that shit.
Her base roll would be a 19.
It would be a minimum of 19.
Okay, well, the bigger rock that is caught the second time is gonna do more damage.
Okay, well, it's one key point there. So one key point for each of the reactions. Yes.
Yes. So when you catch it, you use a key point to throw it immediately.
Does this
That's part of
count
that.
as consecutive damage?
No, they're two different attacks.
Okay.
And this one, just because Jason did the math, is gonna be 46. $16.
Do you want me to roll, or are we just gonna accept that?
The lowest you can roll is 19.
Yeah.
So yeah, you catch that one too, and you throw it back. We'll say that worked. It smashes some of the bigger ones into smaller pieces that aren't gonna do
lit.
any
I didn't
damage.
gotta roll damage. Cool. And I will use my second attack to punch another rock.
Absolutely, you will. Roll to hit.
That's cocked. That is going to be a 22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
Mhm. This is a separate rock, right?
Yes.
Okay. I will not add any consecutive damage. That's going to be another 11. My dice
You
like
would still do
fives.
consecutive damage.
Ah!
It doesn't matter if they're consecutive hits on the same thing. They just have to be consecutive hits.
So that's 1d4 or 2d4 at this point? Because we threw two small rocks.
You should be rolling a d8 for your monk punches at this point.
D8. Oh.
At level 12.
Okay, yeah, I did update. I was clicked on the actual thing, that's why.
Yeah, so your monk punch should do a 1d8, and then on your second hit, you should have a 1d8 for your monk punch, and then another 1d8 for your momentum.
So that's an additional total of 8 points of momentum. I think.
Did you roll a d8?
Yeah. Because I already
Mhm.
rolled the damage on the initial attack.
Yeah. Okay, so what's the total damage?
What did you say? It was 11 plus 8, so 19.
19. Okay, yeah. That is enough to
punch?
shatter that rock into some pieces there.
Nice.
That is going to be enough to create enough of a gap in the rocks to give the children an opportunity to safely get away from the area.
Okay. Okay, good. Don't worry, guys. The orphans are safe.
Tell me why I thought you were going to say instead of an opportunity to get away, an opportunity attack. Like
The children are now attacking you, Mazie. Good job.
The children pick up the small rocks that you broke and throw them back at you, actually.
Yeah. They've had it
They
long
are
enough to form
crying.
Stockholm Syndrome with the rocks.
They are crying, which does bring us to the. That is your turn, correct?
I believe that is everything I can physically do, yes.
Yeah, I think you did literally
I be-
everything you could possibly
I
do.
believe that's
So,
all, yes.
That brings us to Thorog, who's gonna do some stuff that you can't see, Mazie. So you're just hearing some
Hearing piggy noises.
beeps and bops and boops and
Oinks.
some lightning is being shot, and a couple people have to make some dex saves. It's fine.
So sometimes you just
know?
gotta be glad it's not you.
They're all dead.
Sometimes you gotta be glad it's not you. Yeah.
Right now, we're trying to be glad it's not us. However, we have empathy.
God damn it, empathy. Getting in the way.
Some people are taking damage. You're hearing yelling. Stuff is being shaken, not stirred.
On the
Some
rocks, you
crackling
could
of
say.
lightning, some rumbling of rocks. Maybe a spell or two is being cast from the asset.
But these are all maybes, you know. Nothing.
Maybe.
You have no idea, actually.
Get them, Seltzer. I believe in you.
Schrodinger's pig.
You're the only one right now.
You're the one that I want.
Yeah.
Only one right now, again.
We're gonna do a little bit of...
A little bit of this, just a little bit of that.
What was that?
okay,
What was
so
that, Jason?
that's gonna need-
What was that?
Fat Boy Slim, just kind of, you can do this. You could do.
And then the boar's now being injured. You hear him screaming. As he takes a good chunk of damage.
Kind of deserved it, though. Like, if we're being honest.
And then you hear the sounds of the cave collapsing.
Oh.
Well, you know, at least we saved the youth of this country. They're gonna make big changes in the future, hopefully.
And we'll find out if anybody was still in the cave when we get back to you on the next round.
I'm traumatized today.
Lekyre, we're back with you. There are 2 guards at the base of the stairs. There's still one outside the door. There's your pseudo friend tied up also outside the door. And then there's also a guard outside of the south bottom floor window, still trying to pry it open with a sword because he's kind of dumb.
Okay.
You do not go first.
Okay.
Guard at the door slams one more time, and the door comes off its hinges. And he has entered, and you do see rope is tied to his waist.
Okay.
So he is the one dragging T around. And he takes a quick little perception check, and he's bad at that. So doesn't even kind of think about an invisible person possibly being. It's not even a thought that gets into his head at all. And he joins he's also standing at the base of the stairs, kind of like eyes out. He's staring daggers at the one guy that's still trying to pry the window open, as if 2 windows aren't already open and the door is off the hinges.
All right. Okay.
Still not your turn.
Okay.
Very quiet. Don't.
It's window guy's turn.
Okay.
And he stops, gets upset, takes the hilt of his sword, breaks the window, and then walks through the open door.
Can I proc my held action when he breaks the window?
I believe a held action ends after each round.
That's a good point. Okay.
But I do want you to tell me what you were planning on doing to him if he wasn't an idiot.
I was going to mask some sound with said breaking of glass.
Okay. Well, technically, everything in a round does happen at the same time.
Okay.
So while he's breaking the glass and walking in, the first guy breaks door, walks in, also undoes the rope that is tied to his waist and ties it to the banister of the stairwell.
Okay. The stairwell, huh?
Yeah. So he's tied to the base of the stairs, basically. Rope is maybe 6 feet long.
Okay.
And they are stacked up, ready to go, and that does bring us to your turn.
Okay. How high is the ceiling?
Standard 10 feet.
10 feet?
Are you talking about like from the second, like the roof on top of the second floor?
No, the
or
ceiling
like,
of the first floor that we're in.
Yeah, 10 feet.
And you said last round, if I remember correctly, that one of them was going up the stairs? Because I think I said I was following him up the stairs.
He made his way to the stairs, but he hasn't gone up yet. They're in a stack, which I'm not sure if that's a normal phrase or not. That's what we refer to in the military when you're breaking into a house. You get into a stack. So first guy's at the door, and the other 3 are like literally like hand on shoulder right behind. So as soon as the first guy breaks in the door, all 4 of them have entered the room at the exact same time. So they're
terrible.
They're all in.
Okay, that changes what I was gonna do.
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, because I was about to look a fool. Okay. I am going to go to the guy who threw the rock through the window, and I'm gonna calmly get up behind him and just real quiet like in his ear. Let's put some pigs down. And I'm gonna sneak attack him. With the rapier.
Come over here.
Okay. Roll to hit.
All right, so I come out of invisibility. That's crit. That's crit, baby. Let's go. All right, so that's gonna be the rapier. And I have my activated cloak. So let's do some numbers. They're gonna see. Well, I'll get to that in a second. They're gonna. Okay. So first we have the 2d8 plus 6, which is gonna go 10, 16. I should write this down as I go. Oh, I can't believe. Oh, I'm so
Give
happy.
the
I got
rogue a
crit.
chance to hide, and he still stabs a pig.
Let's see. I get an additional D of damage from the cloak, which I've added already. So I am going to go over to the sneak attack, which is a crit, so 12d6. I'm going to grab a roller just to expedite this a little bit, even though I've already ranted about the stupidness that is...
The ethics of computer-generated rolling.
Yeah. Suddenly, I don't care when it's useful to me.
And now we've summarized the entire argument.
9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. That is going to come out to 42. So 42 plus 16. 42, good number. I like
58.
it. Yeah, it's coming out to 58 damage. Is he dead? Is he still kicking?
Not dead.
Oh shit. Okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna real calm like just slide my rapier in between his ribs, and then as I come out of invisibility, you're gonna watch. I'm shirtless, so 2 demonic wings are going to unfurl, and I'm going to look down on them and say, "Let's cook some bacon." And I'm going to, as my bonus action, activate my dancing sword and zip it out and tell it to attack as well. Actually, I'm going to tell it to attack the rope. No, I'm not, actually. I need to ask that dude some questions, and I can't have him running off. I'll have it swing on the dude I already stabbed. That is
Okay.
double checking. Okay, it does get to use my proficiencies, so that's tasty. Does a 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay. It's 11 damage. And that's my turn.
Okay, he's bloodied.
Okay.
Cool. That brings us to the third guard in the stack. This is the guy that
Oh, Panda, thank
Came-
you. Thanks for the raid. Sorry,
he
go
came
ahead.
from the shoving the window. Actually, no, this guy was. Yeah, he was the first. He's the first person in the stack, and he came in by pushing the window open. He responds by grabbing the shield off his back. None of them were holding their shields, by the way. So
Okay.
easies were a bit lower.
My AC is 13, by the way, because I don't have my leathers on.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna jump over the banister at you and swing away with his sword.
Come on, pig.
That's gonna be a 17 to hit.
17 hits. I will use my react. Well, I'll see how much the damage is first.
8.
Oh, I'll just take the 8.
8 slashing. Okay. Second hit, 19 to hit,
Mm-hmm. Hits.
12 slashing.
Okay. I'll have that with my reaction of uncanny dodge.
Okay.
Oh no. I just misplayed. Oh no. Alright.
T
Fair.
seemingly holds his action.
Okay.
The fourth guard, the guy at the back of the stack, he makes a break for the door.
Interesting. Okay.
Which procs T's held action
Ha.
of just backing up a little bit so the rope goes taut.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna need a dex save from the guard trying to run. Not great. So he trips and falls, and he's prone on the floor.
Good. Good.
Which does end the round. T makes some poignant eye contact with you,
Mm-hmm.
and also shoots his eyes over at the sword hanging hanging above the fireplace. And the rest of them are just kind of shouting. It's a lot of chaos, but it's like, where the hell did that come from? Who is he? What does he want? Why is he here? Where's Barca?
Die. You're all gonna die.
Jesus, okay. Calm down, Squishy. Man already had to have 12 damage, and he thinks he's allowed to say you're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die.
That's
so
gonna
chat,
bring
the
us
party is split
to
4 ways. Go ahead, sorry.
Joe and Barca are up.
And we're all in combat in different places.
We have the spear wielding worshiper. He stabbed the wizard, then the swordsman stabbed him, and then the sword wielding worshiper stabbed the swordsman. And then they all got blasted by thunder. So the wizard's not there anymore. And so he, with nothing left to stab, is just gonna stab the swordsman. Feels correct. That hits. That's gonna do Okay, and the swordsman, while being stabbed, is going to try to kind of just take the spear, reach out, and touch the guy, touch the worshiper. And boy, is he rolling bad. This poor swordsman. I homebrew a cool thing, and he comes in and just eats ass immediately.
Change dice.
Second spear strike. That's gonna hit again. Okay. Nice. That brings us to the swordsman, who is gonna look over at his wizard friend, and also thunderstep.
Okay.
So that needs a con save from the two worshippers. One of them saves, the sword worshiper saves, so that's going to be 3d10. 13.
I have so many bonus actions.
And they both get blasted by a wave of thunder. And he's gonna pop up behind you, Barca.
Okay.
And grab a dagger with his offhand. And he's swinging on you with that. And that is going to be a 25 to hit.
Okay. Great. Yeah, that hits. And I'll spend a reaction to do Adeptive Fighting Defense. I'll spend 1 hit die and increase my AC by 1d10 for the next time that creature targets me with the same attack.
Okay, cool. Something is going to happen right now, and then afterwards I will ask if you want to keep that play.
Oh, okay.
Jovanna. Ylgator.
Yes,
Ylgator moves your spirit towards your own physical body. And just kind of like stands there and says, I will speak to my son, Ilmater. Tell him that you sought education, learning, and growth. I am sure, as is his nature, he will forgive you. But until then, it does appear as though your friend may need some help. Are you willing to stand in his place for him?
Always.
So be it. And you will be shunted back into your own body. And you're going to feel a stabbing pain in your back. You're going to take 6 piercing damage. Barca, you are not going to feel anything from the dagger.
Okay, then I won't do that reaction thing. That's cool.
Jovanna, I'm pretty sure you know what just activated.
Yeah, I do. I got you.
It is your turn.
I physically do things now.
Yes, you are in your body. You are prostrate, so half your movement to stand up, but you're not far from them. Like this fight is like 10, maybe 15 feet away from you.
Okay. I am going to come to my feet and pull my longsword of life stealing. As she turns slowly around, there's someone that is the person that is directly behind Barca is now in front of me, I assume, correct?
Yeah, back to you. So if you turn around directly, you're gonna see the swordsman from the high tower, Barca, wizard from the high tower, and then like 50 feet away are gonna be the two worshippers of egoism.
Okay, I'm going to immediately run my blade through the one that is now in front of me. Or at least attempt to.
Roll to hit.
Just
22.
lucidity.
What was it?
22.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
8 points of damage.
8. Okay.
8. I shall just kind of glance over over his shoulder.
You also add
Ah, that's right.
3 points from the piercing damage you took.
Yeah, so 11.
Okay.
I shall just kind of look over their shoulder at Barca. Sorry it took me so long.
Yeah, I get it. Prayer's an intensive thing.
Yeah.
But glad you're here, ready to wreck these fools.
Ready.
Barca hasn't moved yet. He spent a while.
Yeah, I literally have done nothing.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like looking past you, like.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Ready.
And Barker's gonna smirk and go, "Let's take him to church."
Jovanna, 2 things. One, does the sword of life stealing do anything when it saps the person? No.
No,
Okay.
it's just on a natural 20.
2, roll an investigation.
Okay.
Or religion.
Ooh. Investigation or religion. What is my religion? Should be quite high, actually.
What's my religion? This is the question, isn't it?
15.
If you do the religion, I'll give you advantage on it because it is your
I had picked religion, so 15, but I'll roll it and see if it's higher. 19.
19. Okay. With a 19, you can kind of quickly pick up the pieces of what's going on. You see the chandelier has fallen, but not taken any damage. You see the spear guy has taken some damage that doesn't look like a stab wound of some sort. And based off of what just happened to you, you can kind of put together that because these guys worship the same god, technically, the same thing that happened to you just now where you took Barca's pain, this man took the pain for the object in the room.
Got it. Cool. Okay. Noted.
You still have your second attack and your bonus action.
Yes. I'm going to basically just run this blade deeper into this one that I've already got.
Okay.
So that's going to be 15 to hit.
15 does not hit.
Okay. So just a little tough to get through those ribs. I'm not going to take my movement. I'm going to stand right here at the moment.
Okay.
Okay. I will end my turn there.
Nothing with your bonus action?
I don't think so.
Okay.
She's still
And that brings-
she's basically getting a lay of the land at the moment.
Got it. All right. So that is going to bring us to the sword worshiper. Who is 50 feet away. So he's going to just start running. He can get right up to the wizard. And so he will. And he's kind of yelling, "Stop breaking our stuff! It's our stuff!" He's wielding a flaming sword as he's like jumping over these intricate thrones. And that brings us to the wizard of the high tower, who is going to... I'm going to need a con save from Barca.
Right. That is a 12 plus 7, 19.
Add 2 because I've got my aura up. My aura
So
up.
21.
21 saves. You don't know what was about to happen. So,
Cool. Yeah,
who
about that
knows
aura.
there? That was his action. And I don't think that he's got anything good as far as yeah, okay, so he is going to Misty Step away with a bonus action.
The wizard?
Yeah, south towards the
Okay.
pile of money, so 30 feet away.
Okay.
So yeah, the swordsman is right behind you, Barca, right in front of you, Joe. The sword worshipper is like well, now he's just standing in front of emptiness as the wizard had teleported away. And then the spear worshipper is still like 50 feet away towards the front door. And that brings us to Barca, who can
Great,
move
so
for the first time.
I can move for the first time in forever. I will use my 40 feet of movement speed to get up on the wizard because he is not getting away from me now. And come around there, and as a bonus action, I would like to use hold essence and make that fool make a saving throw, please. This is going to be a strength a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, good.
Yes, because I know it's his lowest.
15.
DC 15. So meets it, beats it. No problem. And since that doesn't work,
Probability.
yes, with a lot of that going around tonight, I'm going to wail on him 3 times with the flaming sword. First one is a 21.
Okay, he is going to cast shield.
Okay.
Well, it still hits, but he casts shield.
Glad to hear it. So just keep rolling like that. Okay, great. I did. 23. And that's a 14.
The 14 does not hit, but the 21
Does
and
not
the 23 do.
All right. So I'm going to be using bolster attack on all of these because he's my focus guy, my essence guy. And it says that it does 1 extra damage, weapon damage. My weapon damage is 1d8 plus 2d6 because of the flaming sword.
It'll just add...
Because the sword has modular damage. When it's activated, it does 1d6 plus 2d6. Well, 1d8 plus 2d6. I did this on purpose to stress test this.
So what is the rule with...
Actually say? Well,
Yeah.
how about this? If the rule, if I had critted with this weapon, I would roll double all of those dice as well.
Yes.
Do you want me to read what you wrote?
No, because I don't think my... I think I just wrote an additional weapon damage die.
Correct.
So I think that would just be the 1d... You would add 1 additional 1d8.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It does say add 1 additional weapon damage die. So if it had been like a 2d6 weapon, it'd be a 3d6, not 4d6.
Right. Yeah, you're not
Got
You're
it.
not adding the fire damage, just the weapon damage.
Excellent. Love it. Okay. Where? Okay. 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 27, 37, 37 plus 14, 37, 47, 50 points of damage. For both hits.
He's still alive, but he doesn't want to be there anymore.
Awesome. You know what? We have that in common. I don't want him to be there anymore either. You know what? I'm so frustrated with not being able to move. Action surge.
Nice.
Because I cannot suffer a fool to live. That's going to be 18 to hit.
18 does not hit with this.
That's what I figured with the shield spell, yeah. That is a dirty 20.
Does not hit.
And that one doesn't hit. I did get inspo from the chat. Is that inspo? I can never remember. Is that inspo a reroll, or is it you add like a d6 or something?
It's a reroll.
Okay.
Advantage. You also have Benspiration for making a silly Hitchhiker's Guide reference earlier.
Great. Then I'm going to reroll 2 of those then. 28. And the other one's a reroll is a nat 20.
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Do you want me to roll, or is he just dead?
He's probably dead, especially with that nat 20. Yeah, he only has 30 hit points left.
Yeah, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 weapon damage.
Yeah.
Off the jump, plus 46 plus 14.
Yeah, he's
this battle's gone on a long time. I'm like, he's good. He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Okay, I'm not going to roll it. And as he hits the ground, I just go, Amen.
All right, that brings us to the end of that round. So we're gonna go on a quick break. Head over to Kai and Nora. Hopefully finish up all of these in the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Woo! Woo!
And if we
I
Whoa.
did the
And-
whole countdown.
Yeah, you did.
we're back, hooray!
Welcome back
All
to the
right.
whole being dead thing.
We are hopping back in with Kai.
Get him, Kai.
Kai, top of the round. I need another wisdom save from you.
Do it. You got this.
Get him.
Oh no, I do not. That's a 2.
Oh,
It's at
Never
advantage
mind.
because you are maintaining concentration on Nora.
Oh, you got this.
I'm not going to use that dice again. All right, that's an 8, but I'm going to try to use my chat inspiration.
thanks for the follow, Satan's little helper. That's a terrifying name.
Okay.
Do it.
Is that another
Do it.
reroll?
Yes, so chat inspiration is advantage.
Okay,
Another
come on.
roll, whatever.
Come
You
on,
got this.
chat. That's an 18.
Let's go.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, yeah, you are able to maintain focus on Nora, blocking out.
Thanks,
You can
chat.
still hear the screeching, but it's not your main focus. And Nora's voice has gotten stronger and stronger the more she's used the powers. So. Oh, you push that. That's a whale now. Okay. I was like, where did that one go?
Hello, ground.
Yeah, so he's plummeting towards the ocean, which does bring us to Nora's turn. There is one of these things about 10 feet away. And Beeblebrox goes, hey, so you know how like so sorry about that, by the way. You're totally just covered in acid right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But you should try throwing it. And Nora's like, I don't know how to throw a ball. He goes, don't worry about it. Just fucking do it. It's going to be fun. So Nora just kind of like two-hand throws, and as she's like putting her hands back, just a giant ball of acid, like all of the acid in her body starts rushing up her arms towards the palms of her hands and forms this like giant ball of acid that she throws at the one to the left that's about 10 feet away. And that one is gonna try to make a dexterity saving throw.
I would like to use my reaction and a hit die and 3 sorcery points to heighten Nora's spell.
Not a spell.
Oh, it's not a spell.
This is a class feature.
Oh, I didn't know that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think you were class.
So she hits it because it failed the dex save. It does it. It's a very slow hover. It's not built for survival, and it's gonna take a lot of damage.
Learn 5 says,
So 33 acid damage.
says it's so weird. Beetle Rocks sounds exactly like my intrusive thoughts.
And that one is going to melt in a pool of acid. And that's Nora's turn, so the only thing that's left alive is just the last one, who is about 30 feet away from you. And is going to float up and try to take a munch out of Nora. That hits. She's going to take 6 piercing damage. But then you watch as the thing, instead of being able to latch on, its teeth start melting.
Hate that.
Because she's covered in acid.
Oh,
God, I hate everything about that thought.
I love all of it.
That's like nightmare fuel.
oh.
Burn, baby.
So it's going
burn.
to take some acid damage and fully let go of Nora. Brings us to your turn, Kai.
All right. So I'm wondering if maybe the first one melting was less a connection to the wizards and more what Nora did to it.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay. That's an 8.
8? Yeah, with that you're not, and yeah, you can't tell necessarily if there's a difference. What you do know is that you watched 2 of them be hit with acid. The third one, there was no direct acid to it, but all 3 are melting.
Gotcha. All right. Then the scientific theory it is. I will heighten my own spell instead of Nora's with 3 sorcery points and cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on the last floaty guy that's in front of us. It needs to make a strength saving throw at disadvantage, please.
Well, that was a 2 on the second one, so it really doesn't matter what I'm at.
So that is 7 bludgeoning damage and it is restrained.
Got it. It's bloodied. Like, it's not looking... It doesn't really have blood, but, like... These things pop pretty easy.
Gotcha. I'm gonna use my movement to walk up to it. Well, it came up to Nora. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to walk around to what I think is the front of it, and say, "Yo, like, can you communicate?"
Bebo Brox goes, why are you talking to that thing? It just no, don't talk to it. Don't talk to it. Don't be his friend. It just follows me around and he tries to eat my shit, dog. I am trying to live my life.
So you know about these things?
Oh yeah. Every time I pop up somewhere, like 4 of them come out of nowhere because they like eating what I eat, and I don't share food.
All right. Well, like, listen, I'll take care of this for you, but like, I got a question or two for you afterwards.
Okay.
All right.
It's gonna bring us to Mazie's area. Mazie, you are still down the hill. Surge goes first. You can't see exactly what's happening there.
So much oinking.
So much.
The children are safe. And it is now your turn.
Okay. How much movement again do I need to get back up to there?
It's 150 feet away if you're flying. And also walking. It's 150 feet away.
150 feet, eh?
Are you maintaining monk state?
I'm trying to figure that out right now. We might as well, you know. Keep that going. Keep that ball rolling. Is it gonna hurt? Maybe. So I'm going to re-up monk state and I'm going to fly and use a key point to step of the wind and get back up there.
Okay. So you have 30 feet of movement left of your regular movement. When you get up there, the cave has been collapsed.
Okay.
The nymph, nowhere to be seen. Both of the elves are out, and the wizard is out. All 3 of them look like they were abruptly thrown out of this cave.
Uh-huh.
And Surge is not there.
Okay. Got 30 feet left. How close till I get to the boar?
Yeah, you're at the board.
Okay, beautiful. How's he looking?
Angry, lightning filled.
Okay. Hate that he's lightning filled. Let's go ahead and bop.
Okay, roll to hit.
I will. Ah! Why? And I dropped my ear.
Oh,
I'm fine. Actually, rewinding.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I still used my movement and step of the wind to get up there. I'm actually going to use my action in place of a bonus action and activate my Heartstone, if I can.
Sure. Remind me what the Heartstone does.
So for 1 minute, I have double my Dex modifier, I believe it is. Yeah. Once per day as a bonus action, you can activate the Hearthstone for 1 minute. Your Dexterity modifier is doubled when calculating AC for unarmored defense. Yeah.
So what is your AC right now?
Currently it's 19. With the Heartstone, it's going to be 25
Hey, yo.
while I'm maintaining monk state.
Kai, what's yours?
I'm 10.
Could be a really fast pig.
Okay, is that you?
Yeah,
Right.
and if I can, just as a free action, I'm just gonna like get low and wiggle myself like a cat ready to pounce and be like, "Here, piggy, piggy."
Sure. So the two elves pick themselves up off the ground, get behind some near cover, and they're gonna launch a volley. That one hits. That one misses. That one misses. That one hits. So 2 hits out of the 4. 9 and 8. That's 17 damage to Thorog. And then the wizard is going to get up and also get behind some cover, and he is going to cast Slow on Thorog. Which means Thorog needs a something save. If you know it, shout it out.
For what?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Got it.
Thanks.
Wisdom.
Nailed it.
Okay, he
We're the
fails.
best.
So Thorog is slowed by the wizard, who is crying. And that is the end of that round. Moving to Lekyre.
Okay. It's not my turn. Wait. They all rolled higher than 18?
2 of them did.
Okay.
Everyone else did not, but this is the first guy who was at the door and is now third in line. He is going to try to break for the door now, so he's just gonna hop over. Yeah, okay. He's gonna hop over the rope and the body on the ground and run for the door.
Is he gonna pass my... I don't have my reaction yet.
So he's gone. He's booking it out the front door. Second guy.
I know where you live.
This is the guy that you stabbed a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
He coughs blood.
Good.
And he's gonna pull his shield and come at you as well.
Or?
So that's gonna be
Come on.
12 to hit,
on. 12 does not hit.
14 to hit.
14 hits.
Righteous.
If you say so.
It's 8 damage to you.
8.
Slashing
I
damage.
guess I am the tiefling in this situation.
Literally.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn.
Okay, so bonus action. I'm going to burn two hit die to cast Blur on myself. And so you're gonna
Okay.
watch as my whole form just becomes very blurry. Just warped and warbly and hard to see for the disadvantage. And now their physical attacks on me will be disadvantage. And then I will use, and then I will look at my dancing sword and be like, "Let's let our friend free, shall we?" And it will swing on the ropes, holding.
Okay, roll to hit.
my boy, holding my potential ally. It's another nat 20.
I mean, you were just attacking
As if
the
Ben
rope, weren't you?
hasn't gotten
Yeah.
like 4 of on us. Like,
Yeah, so
on
you
the
cut the rope.
Okay. I cut the rope. Is he free?
Yeah.
Okay. Am I and I'm within swinging distance. Okay. He was pointedly looking at the sword. That what kind of sword was it?
Just a long sword.
A long sword, so not a finesse weapon. All right. I get my reaction back. I'm done.
Okay. That brings us to the guy that already hit you the first time. So this is the guard 3. He's still there. He's gonna swing on you.
At disadvantage.
Right, you're blurry. 13?
Meets it beats.
It's gonna be 9 slashing on that first swing.
He's gonna slash on me, and I'm gonna look at him dead in the eyes and go, harder!
You're weird, man! And that's a nat 1 on the second swing.
Okay.
So he's swinging through that blur.
Nice, I like it.
And he's coming down with 5 slashing damage on the other guy.
Let's go. I like it.
The guy that was coughing up blood a minute ago.
Oh, let's go.
Little bit of friendly fire there. T is gonna run over to the fireplace, grab both the sword and the dagger.
Nice. Good. Excellent.
And he's gonna flip the one of the chairs over and sit behind it as he kneels up, throws a dagger over. He's taking cover behind a chair, but he's gonna throw one of the daggers.
Okay.
Actually, no, the guy's on the ground. He's just gonna stab the prone man with the
Nice.
long sword.
Nice. That's an advantage, I believe. Prone.
Yep.
Yeah. That hits with the long sword, and he's using 2 hands on it, so that's gonna be 10. That's gonna be 9 plus his fucking strength, which is not high. Still. And he is going to then bounce away and get behind. Actually, he's going to go to the back door in the kitchen. And he's going to open it and look at you and be like, we got to go. We got to go, man. Where do you think that first guy went?
Did you talk?
How dare you?
Did you talk?
No.
Insight check. Pretty please.
Go ahead.
21.
Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay. It's not my turn. I can't do shit.
That ends that round, bringing us to Barca and Jovanna. The wizard is dead. The worshippers are still alive. The one swordsman of the Hightower is alive. And we are starting with the spear-wielding worshipper, who is 50 feet away, but he has a weapon that can be thrown. So he's yeeting that bitch. Yeet. And that is going to be a 24 to hit, which hits. That's going to do 10 damage to the sword-swinging member. And he's going to then run up. He can almost make it there, so he's still about 20 feet away. But while he's running up and doing this, he's looking at the two of you and going, just get out of our shrine! And that's going to bring us to the sword-carrying member of the Hightower, who is got you, Jovanna, behind him, and then the sword-swinging worshiper in front of him. And he's going to just try to reach out and touch you, Jovanna.
Okay.
All right. Well, he rolled bad, so
No touch.
Just
this
smacks
guy
his
has
hand.
not done anything with his life.
Just smacks his hand. Don't touch me.
Oh, sorry.
Apparently we have
There's
a
no
bingo.
consent, bro. Like, there's no consent.
It is your turn now, Jovanna.
Okay. This is the last stabs, yes?
Yes, he's bloodied for sure.
I'm gonna stab him again.
Roll to hit.
Okay, great.
He's bloody. I'm gonna make it worse.
16 on the first one.
16 does not hit.
Okay. I knew that he had armored, so I wasn't sure. Okay, alright, that's a little better. Does the 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Okay. Love that for me. Ooh.
When the paladin says "ooh,"
It's already too late.
11 points, I think. Yeah, 11 points on that one.
okay.
And I missed with this first one. And the other hasn't taken any damage at the moment, so I think just base. Gain an attack. I'm just going to use my bonus action and pump Shield of Faith on myself. So AC's 20 now.
That brings us to the sword worshiper, who is going to join you in stabbing this guy.
I love that for us. Make him a pincushion.
Yeah, that hits. He's rolling.
Die.
That is 10 more damage to the sword guy, who wishes he wasn't alive.
That's fine. We can change that for him.
And he's gonna get another stabby stab.
I got you, bro.
Ooh, that's an 8 on the die. 15 more damage.
Wow.
Yeah, this guy's on his last legs for sure. And it is now Barca's turn, who's about 30 feet away.
Great. With a movement speed of 40, I will run back over it to him. And let's see. I don't think this has to be too fancy. Let's just go for 3 attacks, because I can.
Pincushion.
That's a 27,
Hits.
a 12, and a 21.
The 27 and the 21 hit.
Got a bingo.
Ben, go, if you will.
What's happening in Bengo?
We've got a Ben homebrews a monster, stream goes long, nat 1, someone spends a hit die, and Ben is rendered speechless.
Those are good. Very good, yes.
33 points of damage.
Yeah, no, he's
There it goes again.
he melts. So that's those two. The worshippers do not seem interested in fighting you. They're just glad those two guys are dead, and they please just get out of our shrine.
We're going. I was actually here for a reason.
That
wasn't this. This is just bonus. This is just bonus. So I just like look at Joe. Are you done? Are you good?
I'm done. We can go.
Cool. We're gonna go now.
Thank you
for everything.
Upon exiting the shrine, you guys are made aware of a very loud, low rumbling noise off in the distance of the peaks and bolts of lightning in a clear sky that do seem to be centered on one point.
Hi, Mom!
I think we either found Mazie or Kai.
I think I agree with you.
Yeah. So that way?
That way.
Yeah, that way. Cool. You all prayed up? Like your bars are good, I guess, or whatever?
Did you just ask if my chakras are aligned? Because that's how that felt.
Sure.
You got all your essential oils?
Yeah, right?
Are your crystals charged?
I'm sorry to the essential oil crowd.
Yeah, no. Those people are warlocks, Beth. She's a paladin. That's different.
Might be.
They have a pact.
Anything essential oils are druids.
No.
No, herbal is druids.
Yeah, herbals are druids. MLMs are
anyway.
I feel like rangers are essential oils almost.
Tell me how an MLM is not a warlock.
You're absolutely right, and you should say it.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Awesome.
Are you good?
Oh yeah, I'm like once a year, whether I need it or not. I'm good. Let's go.
I just don't think I've ever heard you pray before.
What do you mean before?
What?
Nothing.
Come on, let's go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we're hopping over to Kai and Nora. Kai, you have had 3 successful wisdom saves in a row to focus on Nora's voice. And therefore, I will not be making you make another one. For the most part now, you are able to focus in on a voice, at the very least, if it's a voice of a person you are familiar with, as Nora is. There is one more of those pincer creatures currently held in the grasp of your Maximilian's earthen hand.
And that is a concentration spell. So the other one is now a pincer beast in the ocean somewhere.
Yeah. And Beeblebrox just kind of goes, "Give me that one."
Getting high.
Nice. Can I have that one?
Just one more. Just
a bite.
I'm gonna take that one. And he reaches out and grabs it, and he just kind of like squeezes it, and then disappears, and he's gone.
Oh God, it's a horrible way to die.
Like Beeblebrox himself is gone, or
Beeblebrox has completely disappeared with the thing.
I was like gonna ask that dude some questions about those things, but all right.
It is mostly quiet in your head now. You do hear Nora's thoughts. You do feel Nora's emotions. You also kind of have like a more stable grasp on the thoughts and emotions of people connected to the weave. Think of it sort of like as a radio dial, where you're on one channel, but you're also kind of slightly picking up the other channels.
Ooh, I like that description. Putting that in the pocket for later.
Nora is panicked.
Gotcha. That was going to be my next question. So how is she feeling? Cool. Kai's going to go up to her and just sort of like, it's all right. Like, I know that was a lot. Was not expecting that, or else I would have prepared you, but you did like really, really good.
Yeah, no, I'm not worried about that anymore. Look, and she points, and you now see lightning bolts coming from a clear day sky down onto one focused point. There's a low rumble, and the earth is shaking. And Nora goes, "I've got friends over there, and I know what that thing is."
Well, then we gotta go over there and make sure your friends are okay. I was gonna say, normally, like, that's the kind of thing my friends would be involved in, but like, I guess it's your friends, but like, your friends are just as involved.
Nora starts running with her little dwarven legs, and you see just like her footprints are being burned into the stone as she's running because she's still acid. And when she gets to the mountainside, she just starts melting through the rock.
Oh, I thought she was just gonna start melting.
She's like digging out a cave, which is big enough for a dwarf. It is a dwarf-sized cave, and she's just running through the side of the mountain.
Wait,
Minecraft
Nora! And I will shapeshift myself a little bit shorter into a dwarven-like stature so I can follow behind without squeezing too much.
Okay. We're gonna get with Lekyre, and then we'll get back with you, Mazie, and your group right after Lekyre's tasty situation.
Right after these messages.
Lekyire's a bit unhinged right now.
We know.
Well, you're right. You're right. I should show not tell, but I'm not up first.
So the first guard ran, so he's not there. The second guard, the one that you stabbed a bunch, he's still there. He's going to swing on you. That's a nat 1. He's going to swing on his friend.
Good. Bitch. I get petty in combat as a player. I'm discovering this.
You petty what? No.
What? Damn, I was not ready for that one.
Second swing. You're still blurry, though. So disadvantage. 14.
14 hits.
Yeah. That's going to do 7 slashing damage to you.
I am bloodied.
It is now your turn.
All right, so I'm bloodied. I think that's going to help me with my decision-making process. As much as I dislike the idea of letting these people get away and talk, one of them's already gotten away. So, remaining feels a bit redundant. I will use my rogue feature to disengage without provoking an attack of opportunity. I'm going to scoop up T and flap through the window.
Open door.
The open door. Yeah, the open door. And I'm actually going to go straight up. And just fly real high. And once we get past 300 feet, I'm going to be like, so you didn't...
What is your fly speed?
My fly speed is 30 feet.
Okay, so you can make it about 30 feet.
Okay, you're right. My bad. I was thinking outside of the realm of combat. That's my B.
You're good. Guard 3 is going to run for the open door. He can't fly, so... I mean, you're at least up in the air enough to be out of the range of a longsword. T is in your arms. They're coming. That's all T says. Guard 4 was the guy on the ground. He's also in the doorway now. Like, bumped into the first guy. And you see... in the distance... a dimension door is opened up, and out steps a wizard of the Hightower.
Oh no!
Fucker.
and the first guard that had run away.
That's bad.
And
That's
then,
real bad.
as they're running in your direction, you hear.
Oh my god!
And zooming out of the woods, hovering like a foot off the ground and absolutely tail slapping the fuck out of the wizard and the guard comes Day Strider and his giant car. It's designed to look like a dragon that's like, he's got his paws like curled up like a cat loaf kind of thing.
Okay.
So there's an actual tail in the back that's just kind of doing this and just fully whipped them.
Oh, good.
You went cat bus. You made a cat bus. Okay.
Oh my
dragon.
god.
Yeah, he's got a parade later he has to go to.
So he smacks them, turns, looks at the two guards in the house. Two Eldritch cannons pop up on the shoulders,
Oh, good. Good.
and the house is now on fire.
Oh!
No, that's fair. That's fair.
And he's yelling at you, well, don't just float there, get in!
Lekyre. Genuinely thinks about running. Can I go? Am I good to go?
Yeah. The other everybody
Okay.
that was fighting you is dead.
Yeah.
Or
I'm
burning
gonna.
alive or knocked unconscious by a cat.
Okay, I will whisper in T's ear. You lucked the fuck out, T. And then I will fly to my Oozbur and get in.
Day Strider goes, so the mountains have
Go.
been alive with the sound of music,
Go.
and he's just
Dude.
going.
Hey, quick question from the chat, Ben. After Daystrider hit the wizard, is he now 3/4 of a wizard?
He's a three-quarter wizard.
Beautiful.
Is that a dent in his head?
He's missing a leg. As the kit gets up to the base of the mountain, it no longer hovers a couple feet off the ground. Its claws kind of like activate, and it starts climbing up the mountain.
Okay. Once we're a safe distance away, can I get to where he is, the pilot home dog, from the inside? Or
I mean,
do
you
have
can go right up to him. He's in like a box, but it's a very thin. Like you can't touch him, but everything else, you can see him.
Okay.
You can talk to him.
How'd you find me, though?
Oh, I saw somebody running, and then I saw a wizard start running, and I was like, well, if at the very least it's nobody I know, I still get to kill a wizard. So
That
I
actually
followed
tracks.
him into the woods.
All right. To the Singing Hills.
Which brings us where we will end tonight with Mazie fighting a giant lightning thunder boar,
Beautiful.
while the rest of her party is inbound. Surge. Actually, Mazie, go ahead and make me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Hills are alive with the sound of anarchy.
Oh, that is. But actually, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Okay. What is my perception? I think it's a +7. And is this hearing based? I already used inspiration.
Not
Never mind.
hearing.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
17.
Yeah.
Okay. You spot Surge's one ear kind of bent but poking up out of the rocks.
Shoot.
not moving.
Mm-hmm.
And the asset, as you know it, the wizard, in between casting spells, has not stopped looking at the spot where Surge's ear is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Yeah.
Woo!
Damn.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed killing all the bad guys and some of the good guys. Sometimes the good guys lose.
I'm a fan of the good guys losing sometimes, I'm not gonna lie.
I as the DM of this week, I'm happy with how that turned out. I've never run 4 separate combat situations at one time, but I had a good time doing it.
You did a good job.
So I hope you guys
Did do a good
enjoyed
job.
playing it and also watching it. I hope to always be able to make things just as chaotic and painful as I did today. But we'll see what happens next. We got 4 people converging onto one spot where the 5th party member fights a giant thunderboar named Thorhog, by the way, is how you spell that. So let's pass it on to our party, and we'll end with Feff so he can do our sign off. But we'll
We're gonna
start
do a raid.
with,
Don't go anywhere just yet.
with Mazie.
We're in danger. Hi everybody. My name is Kiki. You can find me at KikiDoesStuff on most platforms. And you also, if you're in the Tampa Bay area, you might see me at MetroCon this weekend. So yeah, if you're there, say hi. I don't bite, but I might take your eyes. Mazie is having a time, very much locked into fight mode. Kind of just went through emotional heartbreak and then just got immediately thrown into the fight. And despite the shit that happened prior, and despite the feelings of betrayal and heartbreak, there is still a very strong sense for her to go find Surge and save him from the wreckage. But she might ask the asset to take care of that while she takes care of the boar, because he feels more important than me at the moment. And yeah, that's it for Mazie. Can't wait to see how far she's gonna push her body after this point. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw it over to Kurt.
Hi everyone, I am Mr. Kurtwise. I feel like Kai has a story that none of the rest of the party will believe. It was certainly a trip. I'm excited to start to figure this weave stuff out. Both like as Kai and as a player, it's a fun puzzle to try to figure out for my character. Also, going to, meeting up with my friend Nora, which was fun.
Oh,
2 peas in a pod.
God.
I will toss it to Jason.
I'm Jason Russell. You can find me at Critical Dice just about everywhere. You can find me at Gen Con, first weekend of August. Go to gencon.com, search Critical Dice for the events I will be running. Just excited just to have a regular experience at church for once. And then hopefully there'll be a potluck later, and very excited about that part. So I will toss it over to my little sister, Jo.
That is so cute. Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm GameRaterGirl everywhere else that you can possibly find me. When I'm not under that account, I'm under the Crit Award account. So if you are going to be at Gen Con similar to Jason and want to attend either panel that I will be putting on, whether the Crit Awards, which is our TTRPG award show, where an amazing group of content creators have been nominated and have made it to our final round. So if you're interested in that, you're welcome to look it up and attend. And then I'm also doing a mental health and TTRPGs panel with a bunch of really cool people. So if you're interested in either of those, you can look for those as well. I've been Jovanna, and currently she is still wrestling with the want to be angry, and knows that that is not correct, and knows that it's going to get her in more trouble, and is trying to figure out the best way to channel that energy into better things. And it has a good start of finally using her abilities to protect Barca and take the damage from him. So she's getting there. She'll work on it further. I think she is starting to gain a little more respect for the rest of the group as well. So and she's missing the rest of the party. She's very concerned still. She's so concerned. Yeah, that's how she's feeling. And I'm going to toss it to Beth.
Hi. Hello, I'm Sir Feffers. Lekyre, man, he's not one of the good ones. He's one of the anarchists. He's one of the, an anarchist can be a good one. Lekyre is not one of the good anarchists. Yeah, that was kind of rough. That was Lekyre is continuing to unravel, and he dislikes that he had to be saved. Not had to be saved, but he dislikes that he wasn't able to handle it like on his own, and probably will not easily admit to that. Yeah, he got bloody.
Day Strider's not at all annoying about it.
Yeah. I was gonna drop T. If he didn't have some good information for me.
So if he didn't drop the tea, you were going to drop tea.
I was going to spill him.
Nice.
Spill him into the harbor.
There's a YouTube if you want to get caught up on the fully edited episodes. It's called Jake and Feffers. You can head on over there and join our Discord. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. We also have banging memes from the community. If you would like to see some of those memes, feel free to head to the Hightower channel. If you create memes, they might get thrown up on the stream's scroll of memeage. I think that's all the pertinent information. I'm going to Gen Con. I'm going to Fall, a 5-day LARP event in Texas. Hope to see you guys there. I think that's it for me. Pile into this raid, everybody. We're gonna go kick it with Lightbox Gnome. Fantastic.
Yes.
Go show him some love. And have a fantastic rest of your evening, friends. I'll see you Thursday. Everyone say bye
Toodles.
obnoxiously. Bye.
Bye.
And we are rated.